Anya, your benevolent overlord, and today we are going to be starting our Skull and Shackles pirate campaign. Um, as the party, let's see, it looks like we have one, two, three, everyone's here. Okay. All right, everybody. The smell of smoke, rotting wood, and other really gross things kind of floods your nose as you are groggily waking up. The world kind of sways and lurches around you, and you hear the sound of lapping waves. Okay, go ahead and everybody please roll a con save.
All right.
Or fort save, excuse me.
Do doctor's sheet.
Talk on the 4 and 5th edition.
Oh boy, I don't like that. Never mind. I like that.
What was it? A Constitution check?
A
Fortitude.
14 save, excuse me. Alright, well, everyone need a 10. So, as you guys groggily just go, oh god, and as John, shoots his eyes open, you are all in hammocks, swinging aboard what looks to be the lower deck of a ship. There are multiple figures, I guess, near you, and they're all just kind of coming to. You hear the sounds and groans and just like, oh my god. Let's see here. Acer, Lear, and Tandril, you guys have a pounding headache. Elizabeth and John, your head hurts a little bit, but the fog is starting to clear.
Yeah, can I get like 5 more minutes?
A
No
moment.
more drinking.
Too loud. Too loud.
Okay. You hear the sounds of hull creaking. A woman with it looks to be a tricorn kind of just rolls over and just goes, "Oh, I think I drank a bit too much." Oh, oh dear. Looks like we got some new flesh on board.
On board? What do you mean? I was in a tavern last night.
You were, but it seems that, it seems that they got ya. Oh, this is gonna be a fun morning.
This is the start of a new day, correct?
Start of a new day.
And I need to do a roll.
Fair enough.
I need to make a will save.
Yes, you do.
I made the will save.
There you go. You're good. You retain your temper. All right. You all hear aloud. Oh my! Shut the fuck up! And could Lear and John make reflex saves?
All right, I'm just rolling 23s today. I think I'm better in this game than I am in the other game.
All right. The two of you dodge out of the way as what looks to be a leftover rum bottle goes screaming between the two of you, and oddly enough, doesn't shatter against the wall, but makes a very loud clack as you guys manage to dodge out of the way. Looking at whoever threw it, you see what looks to be a very groggy, very hungover halfling woman with muscles for days.
Sheila, that's why you don't drink that much.
Oh, Rosie, can you shut up, lass? Huh, that's no way to talk to a woman. Shut up, Conkovar. As you look around, you see a human, with a tanned human, skull motif out the wazoo on this guy's outfit with a blue, cap or scarf tied around his head, covering one of his ears. Concobar seems to be a rather dapper-looking gnome who has remarkably good clothing considering your current area. But if you guys would like to introduce your characters, please do so.
Then.
Also, for a note, Tandra, you are chained from the neck down. There's a muzzle around your teeth. And can you make a perception check, please?
Perception, right?
Your hands feel weird, but you can't tell why. All right. Actually, since we're there, what do people see chained up with a muzzle around his snout?
You're not on mute, are you, boy?
Fish, are you on mute?
Hold on just a moment.
No worries.
Trying to find something. Just a moment. I've almost got it. It's
No
gotta
worries.
go about it in a roundabout way.
No worries. Then if that's the case, let's see. Are described. Let's see. Rosie. We've got Concobar. We've got the dude in the cap, and the woman with red hair and a pirate's tricorn. She just kind of stretches and just goes, "Ugh. You should be here soon, but oh, you're a good-looking lad. And who might you be?" She turns over towards Lear.
Being far more awake now that he's had a bottle chucked at his head. Lear just shakes his head. Like, well, if you need to call me something, you can call me Lear. Not exactly the best place to wake up. But Lear, when he hops out of his hammock, is standing at a fairly impressive 6'4", with what could easily be described as a swimmer's build. Simple pants and a tunic, with raven black and green hair, with a chiseled jaw that could turn a number of heads in the right tavern.
Oh no.
Or the wrong tavern.
Fair enough. She looks over at John. Ah, you're quite fetching too. A bit on the thin side, but I think you and I could have a fun night potentially. Who are you?
The name is John. John Falcon. Captain John Falcon. Captain John Falcon the Swift. And might I say, lad, you're not too bad yourself. It's too nice. Love to have a menage a trois if we could.
Lear looks John up and down with a rather obvious look of disdain.
And what does John look like?
Standing at a lithe 5'10" with jet black hair and liquid amber eyes that look, as soon as you look into them, could just melt the hardest of hearts. Had a wafty light load in a wonderful red and purple tunic with black pants to match, and wonderful feather token earring. You see, Mr. Lover.
Very nice. The name is Sandara Quinn, at your service. And what about you folk over there? She turns her head and looks and calls out over to Acer and Elizabeth.
That'd probably be about the point that the smell of tobacco smoke would fill, as Liz is getting up and has probably lit her pipe. Looks around and just kind of tries to straighten out her white hair. The runes around her head flittering.
I got some strange runes there.
It's kind of a rare thing in my family.
Not contagious, is it?
Not really. Name's Dr. Elizabeth Harding.
Oh, an actual proper doctor. You won't be whacking our limbs off, I hope.
I'm actually a trained surgeon. And not the amputate constantly type.
That's news to my ears, and I think some of the crew is going to be happy. Cockabord, the gnomish gentleman next to you with the purple hat and clothing, he looks up at you and smiles. Oh, what a radiant young woman to join our horrible ship. It is such a blessing to see you here. And
just lets out a puff of smoke at that. Just kind of stretches her just pale arms and freckles showing.
Fair enough.
There we go, figured it out.
Oh,
Sorry about that. That's Tandle you're hearing there.
oh, okay. We're hearing.
Right then, what's that sound?
Seems
It's coming
Oh,
from over there.
Nope. Do not like it. What's that doing here?
So, just want to make sure I can actually hear you. Okay, so, you guys hear that noise? It is coming from, looks to be a, Chip just read the player. Lovely.
It's because, for whatever reason, Groovy's not working anymore. I think it got shut down.
Google
Yes,
shut
they
it
got
down.
a TCA from Google.
It's really unfortunate.
That's
But yeah, that's Tandle. Just going on.
Honestly, Liz is probably going to start walking over at that noise pretty nonplussed.
Yep. So, what do people see as Elizabeth walks over?
As you walk over, you see a white-haired reptilian creature that, lying as it is in the bunk, appears largely more of a dinosaur than anything else. It has very thick scales or a very thick scaly hide with horns kind of protruding from various places around its head. Its ears are these sort of barbed things with it's really more like its ears appear really more like a pair of horns themselves, only vaguely resembling ears underneath the leading edge of which seems to be a hardened scale in and of itself. It has an exceptionally long tail, a tail long enough that it kind of just rests on the ground and has likely been chained and tied to one of the wooden or nearby wooden stakes or masts in order to prevent it from lashing about, which it most certainly is trying to do.
The tail of a record has been tied to one of your legs.
My tail's longer than my legs, though.
It's been tied to one of your legs.
So you have 4 legs and not 3.
That is correct.
So Dr. Harding's simply going to look at him. You're going to calm down and quiet down and let me take that muzzle off here. You're going to keep making noise.
Roll diplomacy.
Will do.
Do I roll a will save against that, or is that something else?
Roll a wisdom. In your case, roll sense motive.
Sense motive?
Yes. She seems to. And, well, it's kind of itchy, and it's been driving you nuts for the past half hour.
With the chains keeping my mouth shut, I'm not able to make a verbal response, but I will stop growling.
All right. And she's gonna just hold her pipe in her mouth and get to work on getting the muzzle off.
All right, with a little bit of working and gently pulling the muzzle from around your jaw and just making sure you don't accidentally snag it on his protruding teeth, you manage to get the muzzle off and put it to the ground.
All right. Better?
Aren't you a big one? So, the woman with the red hair says. She looks over to, or Sandara looks over to the Acer. And you, I don't believe, I don't think I've ever seen a cat with a. Why do you have so many wrinkles? Are you an old man?
Have you ever wondered? A cat without hair? No. This is,
No. Was
This is,
somebody,
what, this is what we look like without.
she just sort of tilts her head. Was somebody cruel to you? Shaved all your fur off?
No, I was born. My parents' surprise.
I am so sorry. If there's a way to remove curses, I'll see what I can do about it.
No, do. This is natural. Of course, this is what happens when we throw the dice on having a child.
Fair enough. Can everyone make perception checks, please?
Sure.
Oh, very nice.
That is only one thing that Roll20 got right. The character sheets load almost instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact that I can minimize the sheet without having to close it out is also great.
Okay. So, Lear, you hear a lot of stomping and yelling, but that could just be pretty much anyone on the ship. Tandril, you smell someone familiar. You think from last night, but your memory's still a bit groggy. For John, Acer, and Elizabeth, you hear the sounds of rough, gruff voices, and the sound of footsteps tromping down the stairs. And Elizabeth, I will send this to you privately.
All right.
Hmm. Question is, do these voices sound familiar?
All right. You hear a lot of just, oh, the captain, I love these folk. And opening the door, you see a fairly decent-sized middle-aged man with a scraggly, greasy beard, scars, horrifyingly bad dental hygiene, and decaying teeth. And he comes in with a posse of about 6 people. Of various different races and physical builds.
Is Tandril able to see them from where he is? Or is his face,
yes.
facing the wrong way? Oh, okay, good.
He's facing the correct way. He can see them all. And you see that he tries to make it looks like a grimace, but you kind of get the impression that this guy is trying to smile. Like I said, greasy beard, black coat, looks like a hand axe mounted at his waist, and he's carrying one hell of a whip with him.
I like the look of him. I'm going to start snarling to try and intimidate him again.
All right, go ahead and roll an intimidate check.
While this was going on, Liz was going to be looking at the chains. She's
Please
not really
be a good one.
Okay, he takes a step back, or rather, he stops in his tracks and gives you a wary look before shaking it off and looking at the rest of the rest of you here. Still abed with the sun over the yardarm. On your feet, you filthy swabs. Get on the deck and report for duty before Captain Harrigan flays your flesh into sausage skins and has fish guts fry you up for breakfast. Hold on a sec. What are people doing?
Liz is gonna work on the chains so Tandril can get moving.
Alright, could you and John please roll... let's see.
If there is a lock,
If you could roll dexterity checks for me, please.
even
I
better.
have disabled device.
Sorry, what?
I have disabled device.
If you have disabled device, you may roll that. If you do not, please make a dexterity check.
I'm going to guess there isn't a lock for me to futz with, so I'll try to.
Deftly and very gently moving Elizabeth's hands out of the way, Captain John Falcon the Swift almost effortlessly just proceeds to undo the complicated knots, bindings, and chains on Tandril. And Tandril, you are now free to move about the cabin.
As he is, he immediately crawls out of the bunk in reptilian fashion before throwing himself back onto his hind legs, where he proceeds to tower over everybody else in the room.
Stands out like a good 7 foot, 4?
Somewhere around there, yeah. He's big.
You hear a coming from from a dwarf up front. You brought a big un on here. All right then, you swabs. You heard what Master Scourge said. Let's go above board. What do you guys do?
Andrew looks over to John and gives him a solid thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, nice.
You see what looks to be a halfling that was bunked next to you, Tendril. She kind of hops down, just rubs the the hangover and sleep from her eyes. It looks like the other human and the red are making their way towards the front to go upstairs.
And Liz will follow. Ready to fight anyone who tries to take her pipe.
Do you guys comply?
Yeah.
That should work.
All right.
Mine.
Then if that's the case, I'm going to do... Okay. As you guys tromp up the stairs, go ahead and assemble you. Sorry, I'm trying to work this out. If you can tell, I'm new to DMing on Roll20. Not DMing, just Roll20. All right. So I'm going to reveal this next section to you. As you guys tromp up the stairs, you see this next section of the ship. Go ahead and I'll move your tokens up to the next thing. I'll save the NPCs for when you're moving upstairs. But Scourge is bringing up the back, kind of like cracking his whip if you guys dawdle or anything along those lines. With 3 NPCs in the front, and 3 more bringing up the rear, so to speak. Okay. Come on, don't dilly-dally. Can all of you make perception checks real quick?
Don't do. Bit more average.
Okay. Tandril, make a reflex save.
Oh, heaven forbid one of them try and touch me with a damn whip or something.
You managed to just dodge out of the way as one of the pirates snaps down just an inch away from you with their sap, making a very loud clacking sound. This woman stands at about maybe 5'2". One side of her head is shaved, while the other part of her hair covers up the rest of her scalp with intricate tattoos going up and down her neck and her scalp. She looks at you with like a, "Oh, please give me an excuse to hit you" look. But she is not touching.
Tandril is going to bring himself to his full height and with his claws outstretched just give her a good old, yeah, don't do that again, sound. Guttural growl.
Go ahead and roll an intimidate check. Oh, was that the 24?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks at you unconcerned, and in fact, her grin that was already wide grows even wider, and she gets a dangerous gleam in her eye. You hear a snap or a whip crack again, and Scourge says, Now, Syl. Let him go. We need to get him onto deck. Aw, I can't play with him? Later. But we need to get on deck, and besides, we'll be needing him for other things. For the perception checks, let me take a look real quick. Perfect. All right, you guys see him. You see a man, a hulking man, who's actually almost as tall as you, Tandril. He is chained to the center, I guess, post in this middle hold. He's got a brutally cut short hair that's been almost like shaved off purposely. He wears a collar around his neck, and all of you noticed, the poor man has been tarred and feathered. His shoulders, his arms, some of his legs still have chicken feathers and black goopy tar on them. He just kind of sits there, almost hiding a little bit behind the post. Not quite sure what to make of all these new people coming through the hold. That's right. Ignore him. Keep moving, and you hear another whoosh as Scourge flicks his whip again. Do you guys proceed?
Yeah.
Begrudgingly,
Story with him.
without taking my eyes off of, what was it, Syl?
Syl, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta wait for it to load. All right, so y'all get piled up onto the ship's deck. You get are put onto the main deck. You already see that apparently there is a crowd of people already on deck. I'm going to put you guys on the screen. Go ahead and feel free to move about the cabin as needed, or you should have control over it.
Nope.
Nope.
Can everyone control where they go?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, let me change that for you guys. Sorry. How
I
do,
can
how
drag
do,
my-
how do I make this default so you guys?
So in order to default control to the characters, you would have to set a token and then set that token up to be assigned to that character sheet.
Okay, because I thought I did, but let me fix that.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why setting up a default token is such a big deal, is because it allows you to drag a character sheet on there, and it automatically players will automatically have control over that token.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
You can also set it up to where you see our HP and like certain abilities we have.
which is also another thing, is like when a player drags their character sheet there, it will use their avatar as the token, but it also automatically gives them control over that token.
Yep. And then if you have the default token there, it actually takes the default token, uses that, and then makes
Yeah.
it so nicer.
No, it's a bit of pre-setup that's required.
Okay. In that case, then I apologize. I'll get that set up with you guys.
Wait.
After
I'll
the
work
session.
that with you after session.
How? Conran, how did I learn mirror image?
There were 2 copies of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm like, huh. No, see, what it was is that he moved so quickly that for a second there were 2 of him, terrifying the fuck out of everybody. One of him is bad enough to deal with.
You know, this might be the reason I learned clone. 2 tendrils.
Sorry, just a sec. Oh god. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna move stuff onto the board.
Mhm.
Everyone is now on the ship. Go ahead and distribute yourselves to an open square.
I love how the cat's staying close to me.
All right.
It's almost
Okay.
like the frog and the scorpion. The cat has
Or
learned
the
that
frog
there's
and the
nothing.
snake.
The cat has learned there is nothing to fear but fear itself.
No. See, John is going to be the frog.
Fair enough.
No. No, he's not.
Okay, but moving on. As you guys get onto the deck, you guys see that you are nowhere near Port Peril. You guys are on open ocean. There is no seagulls, no anything for her horizon except endless miles upon miles of water.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
At least it feels like home.
As you guys look up, standing over the main deck, looking at you guys, it looks to be like there are two men. One looks to be a broad, muscular Garundi man with a shaven head and a long beard with gold rings and an eye patch. Clearly, this dude is the captain. Standing next to him is a younger, unfortunately balding man with a long black ponytail, and he wears a long coat and is carrying a well-used cat o' nine tails. Also, there are other people up on the deck who look to be, in various shades of disrepair, cleanliness, and other stuff. And Captain Harrigan, if you would speak, please.
Glad you could be joining us at last. Welcome to the Wormwood. My thanks, kindly, for your volunteering to join my crew. I'm Barnabas Harrigan. That's Captain Barnabas Harrigan. Now, you'll never be needing to address me. I have only one rule. Don't speak to me. I like talk, but I don't like your talk. Follow that rule, and we'll be getting along fine. Oh, and one more thing. Even with you new recruits, we're still short-handed, and I aim to keep what crew I have. There'll be a keel hauling for anyone caught killing someone. Mr. Plug, if you'd be so kind as to make the pirates out of these landlubbers, it'll save me from having to put them in a sweatbox for a year and a day before I make pies out of them.
And with that last comment, Barnabas proceeds to head down the stairs and into the captain's cabin. Rolls his eyes loudly, huh? Okay.
I take that as a bit of talking if you... Beat it, yes, swab.
All right. Well, Mr. Plug, having thus been identified, looks down at you guys and the other, I guess, press gang folk, and gives you a rather slimy, unpleasant smile. He struts down the stairs while dismissing the other already established crew members on their way to go about their business and do work. And he's like, "Be about your business." Right, first mate. All right. And the others walk off to go about what they need to do. Give me a moment. Sorry, there is a lot of crew.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now that we have the remainder here, he gives you guys a cursory glance over. Well, welcome aboard the Wormwood. I am the first mate, Mr. Plug. Now, I won't be tolerating any disrespect to myself or the captain, and, well, I'm more than happy to handle discipline along with my mate, Master Scourge over there. He be the bosun. Scourge leers in a really what he thinks a seductive way over at Elizabeth and Sindara. Instead, you guys get the scent of bad breath and rotting teeth. All right, and you hear Mr. Plug kind of cracking his knuckles. For now, I need new riggers and some new swabs. But first, we're going to be testing riggers. If you'd all come to the rigging then, for above board for the game, on either side of the ship there are 3 little posts. That's where the rigging goes up. If you guys could move your characters there. And down here. Well, he looks over at Tandril and Conquar. You're going to get moving. Right away, sir. Just over here. He looks over at Tandril.
And Tangela looks at him, teeth not bared, but because they're jutting out, he's just kind of there. Kind of. The real question is, like, does Tangela have to look down? Because if the guy with the whatever his name is, if he's shorter than Tangela, Tangela's not even going to look down at him. He's just going to like turn his head so that one of his eyes can glance down at the man.
Fair enough.
There's a blind spot right in front of his nose, and if the man's directly there, then Tangela can't see him.
Okay, well, he did go in front of him. Make a will check.
Oh. Fucking 12.
Okay, or sorry, that was wisdom. All right.
No, I'm sorry. Was it supposed to be a will check? Hold on.
No. That you did roll correctly. That was a wisdom, not a will save. That was a wisdom check. Sorry, I meant to say wisdom check. My apologies.
Okay.
Okay. As you do so, almost quicker than thought, he actually straight up grabs your ear, pulls you down, and binds around one of your wrists almost looks like a runically carved shackle, and he kind of bites it down into your wrist cruelly. And you take
A swing at him.
hold on before you do. You
I've
take
got a long ass tail, dude. I'm not afraid to whack you with it.
okay. You take 2 points of damage, and you are intimidated. Now, I understand that you're quite a big fellow, and you're going to be most useful on our ship. But here's a couple of things. You do what I say the first time, you'll be fine. You do it again, I'll tie you to the mast and beat you an inch of your life. Now get to the rigging. And he actually straight up boots you over to the rigging. Over to the side of the ship. Now, I don't want to have to use my friendly cat here, but I'm not shy about it.
Is that manacle still on me?
The manacle is still on you. And as of right now,
I'm gonna try and take it off.
please roll a strength check.
I don't like jewelry.
Cool.
Oh, come on! I rolled a 4!
You just pull at it and pull at it and pull at it, and it's just not coming off. He kind of laughs under his breath. Oh, you won't be getting that off anytime soon. I've found that it makes things a bit more agreeable. And while you have that on, okay, make another strength check. Nope. He looks at you again and just like, you can bite it all you want. But, okay, so Tandrel, you have been shackled with a mysterious manacles, and while you wear that, you receive a -10 on a wisdom check to resist intimidation.
Eesh.
It is a nasty item. Tendril, you are feeling a gentle tap on your shoulder.
Tangel just kind of glances out of his eye over at Esser. He's still got the shackle in his mouth. Man said I could chew on it all I want. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be chewing on this all day.
Go for it.
Like a knoll with an immovable rod, you have a chew toy.
All right. I'll give you a couple minutes for that. I'll say, Asser, if you want to speak in voice, you're more than welcome to.
Hey, big guy.
Oh,
Excuse me. Save your strength for later.
hold on. Can you say it again? You're a little quiet.
Hey, no, because I'm trying to say that, kind of whisper to you. Hey,
Gotcha.
take it easy, big guys. Save your strength. We have plenty of opportunities later for knocking heads and maybe creeping arms and punching people overboard. Easy for now.
All right. You guys hear a loud whoosh as Scourge just slaps his whip against in the air, making a loud crack. and proceeds to pace back and forth in the movie while Mr. Plug uh, goes onto the upper side of the deck. Alrighty then. Now we're going to do a bit of a race to climb up to the top, and we will be assigning some new riggers. Until then, you'll be working on that. Okay. Above board, Acer, do you want to roll oh come on, a disabled device or a sleight of hand check to open the lock?
I don't think that's what Zill was doing. I think Zill was just telling Tandil to hold on and wait for it.
My apologies. Okay, retcon didn't say that. Okay. All right, on my mark. You will all climb up. First two to the top become my new riggers. Ready, set. As Scourge snaps his wow. As Scourge
That manacle's getting in the way, man. Like immediately turn, the client gets caught on something like let go.
Wow.
I may have a point in climb, but I'm not good at climbing.
I can just imagine Tandril tries to climb onto the rope and just goes and just immediately falls back on like foot onto the deck.
To be fair though, even with a 1, I still got a 14.
I mean, he can't help biting at it. It itches.
Oh.
No, I'm not actually biting at it. It's I imagine that the manacle got caught on one of the ropes.
Ow. So Speedy gun freaking Zalus. God damn. Okay. So looks like as you guys up the rope, in a surprising burst of speed, the little fancy gnome in the purple clothing, he just almost effortlessly just starts going hand over fist and just pulling himself all the way up to the top, and followed very closely by Acer. So Acer and the purple gnome, Kunkelbar, make it to the top first. Poor Tandril, trying to get the damn manacle off his wrist, just oh god, onto the deck. He didn't get up high enough to take fall damage, but there was a definite wubba wubba to the boat. As he fell down.
Just imagine him falling out of the tree like a drug squirrel.
Okay. He's like, all right.
Barnabas steps out. What was that?
Pretty much.
I want quiet out here. He steps back in.
Worry not, Captain. He looks over at Tandril. Above board, Tandril, did you throw that climb, or is that or do you want to roleplay it as you threw it, or you genuinely were like trying to get the thing off your wrist?
No, like Tandril wasn't trying to get it off his wrist. The way I imagine it is like he was going up the rope, and because of the way in which he climbs, his body just kind of gets as flat to the surface he's climbing as possible. So he's trying to just snag the thing on like he was going up, and when he climbs, his arm goes out, reaches out far in front of him. He pulls himself along, and just like his arm never gets that far from his body, and so on the pull back up, it got caught on one of the ropes, and he just couldn't get it off.
Fair enough. All right. Well, the captain looks over at Acer. Or sorry, not captain. God. Mr. Plug looks over at Acer. All right. Looks like you'll be joining the riggers then. All right. Go stand over there with the purple one. And he points over the corner of the ship where Conkabar starts to stand over. Well, be about your business. God, what a fucking freaking looking wrinkly cat. Ugh. All right. Elizabeth, you see Sindara kind of sidle away from Scourge a bit, trying to get actually a little bit closer to Tandril, if there's nothing else to put him between her and Scourge.
Yeah, no, Frizzle just kind of help buff her.
Fair enough. All right. Now I want you all to line up, if you would. Be about it. And the other, I guess, people come over and start making a formal line on the ship.
Throughout the entire time of this, I'm just going to continue, like, just glaring and snarling, and just with a light lip snarl at the Plug.
He looks at you amused. Alrighty then. Do anyone among you know how to cook?
Laughs in college student for doctor. Cook?
I
Just
didn't
internally.
point. I did not put any ranks in survival.
Oh dear. Well,
And,
does anyone among you know how to cook?
this is just a
But
quick
to be
thing.
fair,
This is just to sneak a quick peek at that shackle while he's talking. Not turning my head, just a glance of the eyes.
That shackle is bound up tight, and you need a key for that sucker. It ain't coming off unless you cut his arm off.
It needs a key, you say?
It needs a key.
Okay.
I forget.
Um,
No,
I
never
could
mind.
get that key.
All right. Anyone among you can cook? No. Let's see here. Da, da, da. He looks at you. Oi, you, pretty boy. And he looks over at Lear.
Lear just looks over at John. He's like, I think he's talking
He's
to
talking
you.
to you.
I'm not talking to you, Skinny. And he kind of just shoves you out of the way. Lear, what is your CMD?
21.
He reaches out to grasp you, and at the very last second, you manage to pull yourself away, just out of his reach. Oh, a feisty one, eh? And you hear a clicking. You hear a clicking sound of knotted rope at his waist.
Need to do better than that. And maybe buy me a drink first.
He actually reddens a little bit, and the other crew members start laughing at him. What's your AC? Okay, just that.
Good.
We roll that.
I could do that.
Ouch. With a slash and a vicious sound, you take 11 points of damage as he just straight up clocks you in the face with his 9 spells. You quite understandably kind of thud to the ground a bit. You're not unconscious, but your bells got rung pretty damn hard. Now, I like a little bit of sauce in my crew, but not that kind.
Oh, you're one of them butt pirates, got it.
Oh
Did you whisper that? Or did you say that out loud?
Oh, I'm saying it right to his face.
Cool. What's your
It's not. He's gonna hit me, but
Well-
it's gonna be worth it.
What's your AC?
It's not very high right now. It's a 17.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Just a quiet, deep chest
All right.
groan from Liz hearing and seeing all this.
Great. Does a 25 hit you? Just to give you a clue, he rolled low.
Yeah, like I said, he was going to hit me. It's well worth it.
You're not dead. How many hit points do you have?
How much damage did he do?
15.
I'm knocked out.
Okay, you get dropped to the ground as, again, he brings out that cat o' nine tails and just
Worth it.
whacks you across the face and you just fall down to the ground.
It was worth it.
Fair enough, it was totally worth it. Well, above board, totally worth it. In game, he just kind of goes "Peh," and spits on your back as you are just unconscious on the ground. Now, if we can get back to business, who among you can cook? Yep, thank you, Conrad. That definitely applies. All right,
Liz just gonna shake her head.
answer my question, you swabs. Who among ya can cook?
Unfortunately, when studying medicine, you neglect learning how to cook.
He gives you a look like that. He just raises an eyebrow and just kind of dismisses you. Tell you what, pretty boy, and he just kind of puts a boot on your, or he kind of just like steps on your chest. Tell you what, you look like you can handle your way around a bit of a blade. You're now the cook's mate. You get to spend your time with Fishka. Congratulations. And he gently he just kind of like shoves you away as he steps back. Now the rest of you who are not riggers, you're going to become swabs. I expect you to learn from your peers and to be about your business. And if you get uppity, he just kind of gently puts the he puts down his cat nine tails back on his belt. Well, Mister Master Scourge and I can take care of that. Now, be about your business. And he dismisses you.
So as he goes around, if John is on the ground, Tandrel's going to reach down and just with one arm lift him up by the back of his shirt and just bring him back up to his feet.
John is unconscious.
Well, in that case, he's just going to like pick him up and carry him, just throw him over his shoulder.
All right, you're now carrying John.
Liz is gonna motion to Tandrel to see his arm with the shackle.
Just like hands it off to her.
Just gonna examine the lock.
Okay, I need to make a roll. Can you make a sleight of hand check, please?
Oh, she's making no attempt to open it. She's just looking at it.
Okay.
Nice piece of work.
Can both Tandrel and Elizabeth roll reflex saves, please? Elizabeth, you managed to duck your head out of the way. Tandrel, you take 6 points of damage as the lash of a whip just grazes over the muscle of your forearm, and the sound is almost deafening in your ear. No, none of that. We have business to attend to. In the meantime, you put that useless thing on the mast, or next to the mast. The rest of you work. As Scourge just kind of just idly taps the handle of his whip against his palm.
Tandrel's gonna just deposit John up against the thing in as comfortable position as he can put him.
Liz will look for a task and kind of motion. Miss, as my brain, here's the name.
Sandara?
Yes, she's gonna motion her off to go to that one while she looks for a different one.
Fair enough.
Giving her a reason to go first.
Fair enough. Sandara is actually going to make a pit stop over by John. She is going to use. Let me grab that real quick.
Tandrel's still like standing over John.
Again, the lizard and the pan pirate. It's a perfect match of a joke, and I don't know where yet.
It's specifically because like John unlocked him out of the thing, and so Tandrel's thinking like, well, he did the other locks, maybe he can take care of this one. And he's also like, because it's like you don't let someone walk off with your tools, so like her approaching, he's just like not threatening it per se, but he's just kind of standing there, reminding her of the fact that he is present.
So,
She gives
are you
him.
now calling John Tandrel's tool?
I mean, Andrew and John's tool, so I mean, they're both tooling each other over.
Anyway,
We all know Tandrel's the power bottom.
so what kind of tasks can...
Okay. You get a wink and shh as Sandara puts her finger over her lip, and I'm going to roll to see if she can conceal that. Okay, that's that. Could you make a perception check, Kendrell?
Probably not, but I'll try. Nope. No. Tandrel is not. She is standing in the blind spot underneath his snout. So whatever she's doing it in the blind spot, and he can't see it.
Okay.
So basically, we just point Tandrel in a direction and have him run.
Pretty much.
Basically.
So
big
if Okay. So as she does this, she gently places a hand on both of you, and John, you get back 11 points. Or you get back 11 hit points, and Tandril, you get back 10.
Mm.
Right. Doesn't like the truth to be told.
Yeah, he's a bit crotchety, that one. As fun as that was, uh, bad first impression. We'll talk later. Until then, welcome aboard.
Right, love. Got
She, proceeds to help you up.
Liz,
Kind of
this
a
whole
man for a
time, has
woman.
just been kind of staring down the other man while she's doing this. And also looking at the other jobs like, okay, that's something needs doing.
Lear walks over to Scourge, just kind of cracking his jaw as he goes, like, "Oi, Whiplord, where's the man you claim is a cook?"
Right this way. He kind of pushes you in front of him, just gets you going back down the stairs.
Tandrill's going.
Okay, and then we will get to ship life in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys explore the ship, I will reveal more of it to you. Let me reveal a bit more of the area that you guys passed through.
All right.
Tandril is over at the edge of the ship at the gung wall, just kind of looking over the water. Is there any way for him to be able to tell like just how far out we are, like exactly?
Make a nature check.
I don't have that skill.
Make make you survival check.
That
I don't
one you
have
could,
that skill trained either.
That one you
I
can
have
do
that one.
untrained.
Roll a raw intelligence.
Survival you can do
Survival you
untrained.
can do untrained. Given your instincts and the fact that just for some reason you seem to be in tune with the ocean, just you're you're not anywhere near any islands based off of the water that you're seeing. Um, from where you remember and the fact that of when you last had consciousness to now, the nearest port you think is about 2 or 3 days sail away. Like you guys have a good headwind.
Time to start singing sticks.
All right.
Which means that I can't swim out there.
Nope. Sorry. I'm gonna go over to
Cool.
back. I will introduce you to my character. I'm going to move people off along.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that in mind, I guess Tandril will just look into what jobs he's expected to do.
And there we go.
One of the other, I guess, swabs, so to speak, comes up to you. You see this, almost kind of like like, do you remember like the halfling that was next to you? She comes up to you and just kind of looks at you appraisingly. Huh. It's refreshing to see someone stand up to that fucking asshole. But don't let him hear. Don't let him hear you. Like, don't let him hear that I said that. But either way, we need help swabbing and mending rope and whatnot. I don't think you have a hand for it, but we do need help with help with the ropes. Think you can, big guy?
Tandril lifts up his hands, showcasing the scaly, thick hide of them and the lack of flexibility.
Ah, very well. I'm on rope duty today, and quite frankly, I could use the muscle. You up for it? She nods, and she walks you over to where she's been set to either repair or just coil the rope. All right. Below, let's see, above deck. Sandara, pretty much grabbed you, Elizabeth, and she's kind of helping. She's getting like a mop and a bucket and some other stuff set up for the both of you, so you can start doing stuff. The gnome and what looks to be another gnome. She's got blonde hair, kind of raggedy looking, and unfortunately for her, she's missing an eye, and it looks somewhat recent. She hasn't found an eye patch for it, and technically the eyeball is still there, but the wound looks like it hasn't had a chance to heal, and it looks pretty bad. Hello, you two. You looks like you'll be joining us for rigging. Any questions?
Or just know what to do? Oh,
The name's
wait,
Gifford.
rigging's the cat, isn't it?
This is for Zill. Or, sorry, Acer, sorry. Acer. The name is, Giffer Tips.
Are we on the map or we are just?
Sorry, what was that?
Are we on the map or?
This is the webboard. I wanted to change some stuff around. Sorry, I'm still learning. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Still working out the Kingston Roll 20, so there you are. Where is Gift? Yes. She comes over to you. The name is, Giffer Tips. Any questions, and I can, work things out. I need someone on Crow's desk duty while I work on the ropes. Getting them tied right and all that.
Well, just point to the place that I need to be. Just point to the task. Get it done.
Well, I personally would like to spend time with such a magnificent woman. She just rolls her eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're with me, and she proceeds to grab she proceeds to grab Acer's somewhat wrinkly arm and pulls him up towards the rigging. You have crow's nest duty, she says to the other gnome. He looks a bit crestfallen and says, of course, madam, and proceeds to follow you guys up to the crow's nest. So assume the three of you are up in the rigging. Alright, we got that. Got Liz, got Daniel.
So Mr. Gnome is the barrelman.
Quinn helps you up. She's like, I think you might want to stay with me, and I'm sorry. What was your name, dear?
You can call me, I'm Elizabeth. You can just call me Liz. Most of my colleagues did.
Right, Liz. And your name was John, right?
John Falcon. Captain John Falcon. Captain John Falcon the Swift.
She actually flinches a little bit when you say that. Good title and all, but don't let the captain or the first mate or any of the officers hear you say that. Life is not going to go well for you if you do that. I mean, I'm good at healing, but I can't resurrect anyone.
Yeah, I can't do that either. I'm just a surgeon.
Oh, you're
Doctor.
I think I've got it.
Oh, good.
Could you repeat that, Drac?
Yeah, go ahead, Drac.
Been lucky so far with the gods. I think I've got it, lad. God damn it, I'm gonna fuck that up.
That's okay.
What's the saying?
This is actually going to look Pandora, though.
Welcome back. She's going to reach down and help you up, John. She actually stands a little bit taller, just a wee bit taller than Liz, but still shorter than you. The name's Sandara, Quinn, but you can just call me Sandara. But for now, let's mop the deck and stay away from Scourge as much as possible.
Please.
Right, where's the shantyman?
Oh, we'd always love a shanty. And with that, we're going to go down the stairs to the middle deck.
Yeah. I know that Liz is going to be asking Sandara a good few questions. That's important. But first, fish.
Eat.
Blah, blah.
As Scourge is pushing Lear in front of him. Come on, we don't got all day, and hopefully you can keep that goddamn drunkard ready to actually make actual food. I'm tired of that slop he calls fish stew. Are you going to go forward?
And what makes you think my cooking will be any better?
Anything is better than what that drunkard makes at the moment. He only saves his actual skills for the captain and his most trusted officers, of which, well, I am one. But a starving crew does not a good crew make. And again, he kind of shoves you forward. I'm going to reveal more of the map.
So if he saves his skills for the captain and, his trusted officers, yet you're getting nothing but fish stew. It doesn't say a good lot about the man.
Oh, he has his ways, but he's a pathetic git, but you'll find out soon enough. He kind of shoves you back a little bit and just kind of goes to the door of what looks to be a cabin. Bam, bam, bam! Oi! Fish guts! Grok! Open up! And you hear a as the door creaks open a little bit, and you see a very, very hungover orc look down at you. What's this about? Fuck. Scarge, you know better than to come banging the door this time of day. It's well past noon, you get. What can I do for you? Need anything from the quarter? From supplies. God, if you weren't such a goddamn good quartermaster, we'd have got you long ago. Got you a new. Well, we got Croup a brand new cook's mate. Here. And he steps to the side and just kind of just pulls Lear forward. And Lear, you see a orc woman who's as tall as you, green skin. She is really, really, really skinny for an orc. Like, you can actually see the bones of her ribs. You can actually see like some stringy muscle here and there. And her face has the telltale broken veins of someone who's drunk, and her nose is a bit red, even through the green. Also, a notable feature about her, she has one hell of a wicked scar across her throat that goes from one side to the other. Hi, name's Cutthroat Grok. What can I do for ya?
Looking between the Orc Maiden and Scourge, look, I believe it's supposed to be more what can I do for you? Though I'm starting to think, based on what he was saying, tilting his head towards Scourge, the adage of never trust a skinny cook holds weight here.
Oh no, no, I'm not the cook. I'm the quartermaster. Come on in. He steps to the side, and I will reveal the room to you. Instead, in this room, you see looks to be a passed out human with a gigantic stomach and a chef's hat, kind of a greasy ass apron, and what looks to be a black chicken kind of cuddled up on top of his stomach, kind of snoozing. And you hear Scourge come up behind you. Well, the captain is wanting to celebrate something today, so bring one of the pigs and cook it for dinner. And he just kind of slams the door behind you before stomping off to go back to go back to the above deck.
I assume that was a directive and he wasn't offering himself for dinner.
Roll diplomacy. You're cute, boy. I'll give you that. But no, don't let him hear you say that sauce. Looks like you already got a taste of the lash anyway. Here, she shoves a piece of cloth. You're about to find out. Oi, Croup! She goes over to him. Croup! And she just is like shaking him, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. What can I do you for? I did, what? Oh, you got the ships. You got a crewmate now. A chef's assistant for ya. And let me know when you need more And she smacks the bottle that was in his hand, and takes it out and proceeds to go back to going about her business, taking care of the stores. Opens and closes the door. Croup just kind of blinkily looks up at you. What? Tilts his head. I'm the I I'm not really into men, but I think I can make an exception for you. But it seems you're be to be my assistant. Am I hearing right?
I am supposed to, I guess, help you feed the crew and not poison them.
Oh, he actually looks panicked for a moment. No, 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 no. Yeah, we don't want that. That's, no. That'd be a kill, Holland. I don't fancy being, shredded to bits and drowned. I'm good. Because that would happen to both of us. Thrice. But he just kind of, kerchunk, as he just heavily gets out of bed.
Cyril will take a small step back from him and just sort of wrinkle his nose like,
Yeah, he smells
you
like
could probably use a bath if I'm being honest, my friend.
Oh, you're serious? No, we bathe once a month. As much as I'd love to actually stay clean and fresh smelling and dainty. No, we don't have that kind of luxury here. Come on this way. He opens up the door and goes into the galley. Welcome in. Now, he starts to point out different things around the kitchen and just goes over like, do touch, do not touch, and absolutely do not touch if you want to stay alive and not get keyholed. And can you roll me a perception check? Oh, you're consistent. This place is filthy. Like, this would fail any and all health, like modern health inspection stuff. You smell good, honestly, weirdly good smells coming from here. But there's food cluttered everywhere. There's spices every which way. You think you see a battle axe and a claymore on the wall somewhere, and what looks to be a hand axe that has been chopped through the head of a fish on one of the cutting tables.
You know,
Well, come on in.
earlier I was mostly just seeing the state of this kitchen. I'm not entirely sure you're not trying to poison the crew.
Fuck it. Nah, don't worry about it. It's clean enough, and no one's gotten sick on my watch from eating my food. But in the meantime, we need to prepare the goddamn pig. Alright, well, we'll see if we can't grab one from one of the crates in the hall. Ask, Brock to help ya. Alright. And with that, we're now going to go through the daily shift challenges. Everyone is going to be assigned a different role or a different task based on your role. If you are a rigger, which I believe is Acer, or Acer, you are going to need to make me a couple of climb checks and roll a profession sailor check. Could you go about doing that, please? Acer?
Yeah,
Yes.
And today's task for Acer is, did you roll a climb check or a profession check? All right, so it looks like today. Okay, so you stay in the rigging, you don't fall. Good. And today, you are assigned to mainsail duties, which is tough work raising and lowering the mainsail. And I need you to make either a strength check or a profession sailor check of your choice.
Who? What now?
Acer, profession sailor. Okay, you succeed. And then I need you to make a constitution check.
Failure.
Okay, you succeed. You are not exhausted at the end of your shift. Acer, Would you like to, given that you're talking a lot with, let's see, with Gifford Tibbs and a lot with Conkelbar, do you want to interact with them, influence them in any way? If you're saying something, I can't hear you, hon. Acer, are you there?
I think we lost our computer.
Uh-oh.
One
Okay.
more.
In that case, I will come back to him in just a moment. All right. Let's see here. Next is Tandro. Okay. Let's see what task you are being assigned today.
Something regarding rope, I guess.
You are on repair duty. Things constantly tear or break aboard the ship and need repairs, whether it's sewing the sails or splicing the rope all day. Could you please make a dexterity check or a professional sailor check of your choice?
Let's make it a profession sailor check because dexterity is not my strong suit.
Okay. So actually not only do you manage to make things go by a lot faster, you also manage to repair about roughly 300 feet of rope and do it really gosh darn good. Would you like to talk to let's see, would you like to talk to either Rosie or to Cog or the man with the blue bandana? Would you like to talk to either one of them or intimidate them to improve or disimprove their mood?
Hmm. See, the thing is that Tandril isn't a talkative person. So, I guess just a passive intimidate, just so that
Okay.
they know not to leave him alone or to not do what Plug did earlier and make the mistake of making an enemy.
Fair enough. Wow.
Wrong.
So here's how I think. There's a bit of rope or a loose board that's irritating me, and so just with the most casual of flicks, I'm going to slap my tail at it, and it's going to suddenly slap back into place and not be a problem anymore.
Fair enough. With that intimidate check, both Rosie and wow. Well, you put the fear of God into both Rosie and Cog.
So they know not to make the mistake of what Plug did.
Yeah, they're going to be extra nice to you, and you have actually successfully moved both of them from. Let's see, you've moved Rosie from indifferent to the next stage in influencing people. Hold on.
Terrified?
No. Towards being friendlier because she doesn't want to get eaten by crocodile here.
See, we don't all have to be suave with our words. Some of us just have to make it clear what happens when you're on our bad side.
There you go.
I just got lucky with, freeing the crocodile, okay?
Okay. You have okay, so let's see. She was indifferent, and because you scared the absolute shit out of her, you have actually moved her from indifferent to helpful. To helpful towards you.
Still funny.
I think the best part of this is the fact that Tandril would never actually hurt someone without having a good reason to. So the fact that they're now being helpful out of fear of what Tandril might do to them is just it's purely because of Tandril had no intention of actually scaring them. He's just a scary dude by default.
Okay. And you have moved Cog from unfriendly to friendly. He kind of looks you up and down and goes, I think I actually want to fight you at some point. Not right now. Too much work to do. But I want to fight you. You look like fun.
Okay, actually, I will say something to Cog. Fighting isn't fun.
Sorry, above board, you said fighting is not fun?
Fighting is not fun, yes.
Suit yourself. You'd be fucking fantastic at it, you big lug. But in the meantime, I got work to do. Fucking stupid rope. And he actually kicks the rope out of his way. I'm gonna see if he actually doofs this one. Hold on. Okay, the rope does not smack him, but it doesn't do what he wants it to do. And he starts getting redder and redder on the back of his neck as he's trying to get this rope. Alright, that is Tandril. Alright, next is Elizabeth. Let's see, you are assigned to swabbing duties today. So that means you're going to swab the deck. Alright, unfortunately this is back-breaking work mopping the decks and scrubbing them with sandstone blocks called pumice stones. I need you to roll a strength check or a constitution check. Whew, just made it. Okay, and so you successfully complete that shift's thing. Okay, and you are not fatigued at the end of your shift. Would you like to influence any of the NPCs that are also swabs?
Sure. She was going to ask Sadara a couple questions about the ship. Because, yeah.
Okay, are you looking for the nearest friendly person, or are you looking for just anyone?
She'll go with Sandara because he also does not like a certain person breathing down her neck.
Sandara, you kind of get the impression that Sandara already likes you, and like she's really friendly. She's been answering your questions as best she can. Unfortunately she's on the opposite side of the deck from you at the moment.
Okay.
Is there anyone else that you'd like to talk to?
Anyone else in mind on the ship?
Yes. Evens or odds?
Let's go odds.
Okay. Where is she? Working next to you, you see a rather young woman. She looks like she could, chew up a porcupine and make it like it, kind of a look. And she's got short, kind of chopped brown hair, brilliant red scarf keeping it back in place, bodice and everything, and some very interesting tattoos across her chest and her exposed shoulders. She just kind of is just mopping away. Hi, what you looking at?
As Liz is gonna take a brief moment and just simply ask her one thing. As she holds her pipe, just gonna motion to her tobacco pouch. Care for a smoke?
Do I? Fuck yeah, I do. And she takes a little bit and pulls out her own clay pipe. Oh, fucking hell, this is fantastic. Oh, I've been missing this. So, what's your name?
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Harding.
Oh,
Just call me Liz.
well, Liz. Name's Tilly. Tilly Brackett.
Nice to meet you.
What I wouldn't give to pull a fucking practical joke on that smug asshole of first mate.
Oh?
But I don't want to get more lashings. She kind of shifts her back a bit, and you see some really raw red lines on her back. Ship's doctor's but I'd rather not aggravate what I got going on here. Say, do you think you could take a look at it?
I could look tonight.
Okay, roll a heal check, please.
Sure.
23. You can tell that this person has lipped off more than once, and her back is covered with different various scars and just angry red welts from a whip or a lash. And it looks pretty tender. You also notice that you do not have your healing kit on you.
Darn, I don't have my healer's kit. You wouldn't happen to know where they would take in our things, would you? I'd get my kit back, I could at least treat these.
She looks back at you and she's like, well, I'll tell you what. Before we get our rum ration tonight, you wanna, I don't know, maybe take a visit to the quartermaster and get some bandages? Welcome back.
Not a bad idea.
Do you want to influence her?
Sure.
Cool. Roll me a diplomacy.
This would get a +1 since I have my God of Light going.
Cool. And I'm actually going to give you a +2 bonus because you were friendly and actually gave her a smoke and offered to help her. So go ahead and add 2 to that. Add 2 to that.
16.
Okay. She was. And you succeed because you gave her a smoke. She has shifted her attitude of indifferent to you to friendly.
Alright. Well then. Just happy to have made at least a friend here. And she'll probably just continue working with her while probably considering the language. It's How do you think Illumian sounds to the ear?
It sounds a little bit like you're almost like you're doing like a sing-song voice, like you're speaking, but it sounds a little bit like you're singing, but
Fair
you're
enough.
actually talking.
She's
Like that.
probably just knowing her that it probably is. Yeah, she's probably just quietly singing to herself in the language, and her runes are probably flaring since it's their language.
Fair enough. Tilly looks at you like a little bit surprised and kind of sticks close to you while both of you swap the deck. John, let's see what you are assigned.
If the ship doesn't have a shantyman, I'd love to take that position.
I know, right? Oh, wow. Well, that's a fun. I'm sorry. You get to man the bilges. Vile and sweaty work cleaning out the bilges. I need you to make me a strength check. I need you to make me a strength check, and I'm going to teleport you downstairs. Hold on.
Well, they're gonna hear me sing no matter fucking what. And they're not going to like the sounds that are coming out of my mouth.
As you go downstairs, here we go. I'm going to reveal the bilge to you. All right. Let me get your token.
Oh, good. I'm about to make friends.
Oh, where did you go? Can you bring your token over? I seem to have misplaced you on the board somewhere.
No,
All right, there you are.
weird, so
There you are. Okay. As you come down, it reeks in here. It smells like sewage, brine, dead things, and oh my god, it is bad.
that's like the first mate. Got it.
Pretty much. Like you made a bad impression. Can you please roll
Oh,
me?
he just doesn't know how to take a joke.
Oh, he totally doesn't. He has very thin skin, but I'm bummed. Roll me a strength check, please.
Yeah, I just have to double check something really quick. Making sure my thing doesn't, that's to attacks, it's not an attack. That's for that, that's for that. Well, if it comes down to it, I can do it.
Roll them.
Yeah, I'm gonna expend something for that. In fact,
Okay.
I can actually show you what I'm expending.
Go for it.
As the tides of fate say, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, but you do need to take the second roll. Go for it. Well, the best way I can describe it, you think you got it. You messed up a little bit. Something clinks to the ground as the pump works its thing, and you slip in rat poop.
If I
Go
make a
face
perfection
first.
check, I'd do a lot better.
I'm sorry to say, but John goes face first right into the water of the bilge. I am so sorry. You hear a oh, it hurts to laugh. Coming from behind you.
Right, and coming from that cough, it doesn't sound like you've had full of yourself. Maybe about a couple of yourselves.
As you look behind you, you see a man kind of shackled up to the wall of the bilge. And as you look around, you also see multiple different pairs of shackles around there. This guy has been beat to shit. Like, he's got bruises upon bruises, you think his nose might be broken, and you're pretty sure fingers aren't supposed to bend that way.
And he's locked up. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And who got Press King, did ya?
I say, little luck never hurt anyone.
But you'll be smelling all the rosier once you're out of here.
You want a hand with those?
Fuck off. I'm going to be dying, at least I'll be dying with dignity.
Little help never hurt. Now did it.
Sorry, what was that?
Little help never hurt. Now did it.
Oh, of course it does. I helped myself a little bit to the extra store, something to take the edge off, you see. And, well, the captain took offense to that. He
What
looks
doesn't he
like
take offense to?
roll diplomacy. Okay, let me check something real quick. He just kind of spits at you. What's your, actually roll reflex. You manage to dodge just out of the way as he aims a expertly, aimed spit at you. It kind of just goes by your face. Keep it to yourself, you fucking namby-pamby. He just kind of twists as much as the shackles will let him away from you.
Here I was offering to let you out.
To what? Death by the sword?
I mean, I could say that you had trouble right now and do it myself.
With what? Your little namby-pamby, elegant lady fingers? Fuck off.
And rapier right to the throat. See,
Roll and attack.
nice.
You missed his throat. You got him pretty damn hard in the shoulder, and he lets out a blood-curdling scream. Ah! I could go a bit louder, but I like not blowing out people's eardrums. Anyway, and also I don't want people to actually call the cops on us. Anyway, but you hear the sound.
Wait! I can do that for you.
Please.
I would, but I don't need someone running up here thinking I'm hurt.
With headphone users.
That sounds about right. He starts making like a god awful wail, and you hear thud 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 thud. What do you want to do?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Gonna go back to pumping.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Is he gonna talk his way out of this one?
Yeah, I am.
You hear the sound of thudding feet, as Scourge, a buff-looking dwarf, and a huge-ass orc, half-orc, come rattling down the ladder. What's going on in here?
Giant fucking rat bit him.
Fucking hudja, ha, ladder, ah!
Giant fucking rat bit him, see?
Everybody above the main deck, please make a perception check.
Nope.
She's busy.
Preoccupied. Too busy.
Tandil doesn't particularly care.
It's like, I'm busy with robes, dude.
Tandil doesn't particularly care right now.
Oh, wow. There is so much shit going on in this kitchen that you're not sure if this is war crimes or if this is actual food. Acer, you hear loud and clear the sound of somebody screaming bloody murder as crap is going on. Okay.
Someone else committed something stupid. I believe doing something stupid.
You also notice that what looks like Scourge and two Sorry, did someone say war crimes? You're not wrong.
Scourge
Um,
of 2 war crimes?
You're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure
Sorry,
he's guilty of
but
more.
sorry, you see Scourge and two of the other crewmates go down, like rattle down the stairs. I'm going to have him roll a perception check. Can you please roll me a bluff, Captain John Falcon the Swift?
I could roll you a bluff. The one time I don't have to roll for that.
Ah, I find that very hard to believe. Lads, grab him. Do you resist being grappled by the half-orc and the dwarf?
Oh shit! I could have actually stabbed him in the neck. I totally forgot an ability. God
Yep.
damn it. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm gonna resist it.
Okay. Please roll me a. Let's see. What is your CMD?
18. Not very good yet.
You managed. Well, they rolled low. You managed to shimmy your way out of it. What's your AC?
17. Still hasn't changed.
Okay. It's more of a refresher for me, just because I need to write stuff down. As you shimmy away from both the dwarf and the half-orc trying to grab you, you kind of look as a whip wraps around your neck and pulls you down back into the bilge water. And Scourge has you at his feet. Now. Looks like you failed your task here a bit. Jape, why don't you take care of that? The half-orc turns to him and nods and goes to work, pumping the bilges for you. And you are going to get dragged upstairs to the main mast.
This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna worm my way out of that too. I rolled a fucking 2 for bluff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a little pissed.
Unfortunately, he rolled high on his sense motive. So sorry.
It happens. It wouldn't have happened had I remembered my one ability, but
Next time.
next time that rat isn't, doing anything.
And he is going to drag you to the post, and he's going to call, "All right, everyone, time for a bit of a spectacle. This person here is attacking us poor crewmates here, and we need to make a bit of an example out of him."
I mean, he did call the captain trash, and I was protecting the captain's reputation, but ooh.
And an extra 5 lashings for that. And as you're being tied to the mast, the dwarf is like, you just pretty much just pulled off your top. It's now hanging at your waist. All right, the first 3, and I'm going to roll for Scourge.
Well, I'm about to die because of one bad roll.
He missed by 1. First slash. You hear some snickering amongst the crew as he misses. He makes a wide arc, but ends up hitting just above your head instead of you. And then he goes again. Misses again. Jesus. Okay, apparently my dice.
My luck has another way of coming around.
Oh, ooh, ow. Yeah, that hits you. Actually, that crits you. Not that, but it did hit his crit zone. Let's see if it confirms.
I'm about to die.
It does not confirm, so you just take regular damage.
I was going to ask if it was possible, because I kind of stopped paying attention coming back late, if it was possible for Tangel to position himself in between Scourge and John and just sort of take the hit that was meant for John.
I'm a dumbass and I have forgotten 2 abilities I have. I forgot the GR.
Okay, please tell me after this next hit. So, Tandrew, you are welcome to attempt to do so. John, you take let's see here, 5. You take 7 points of non-lethal damage as he strikes you across the back.
Yeah, I forgot to add that into the first hit he ever did to me.
Okay, so
Nope.
I'm not going to retcon it, but what is the ability that you were talking about?
I have an ability that I will bring up to you later, but my DR from the drawback, I totally forgot about that.
It does not activate until level 5.
Hmm.
Yeah, oh well.
Sorry,
That's why I forgot about it. Not
no
to fault.
worries. Right, you take 7 non-lethal. Tandril, if you want to come over, go ahead, or at least attempt to. All right, stop right there. I'm gonna
Right there?
put you. I'm gonna put you as you're coming over. As you're coming over from here, the dwarf is gonna step in front of you and push you back. What is your CMD?
My CMD is 20.
Okay. Well, damn. I'm sorry. You stop cold in your tracks as this dwarf, in an iron, unbending grasp, yanks your tail and stops you in your tracks.
Oh, he should not have touched the tail. No, I'm full on clawing at him.
God. So the dwarf has tendril, so I'm not being held anymore.
No, you have been tied to the mast. You
This
are
is even
helpless at this point. Real quick, just as a note, Tandril, make a perception check before you attack.
better. This is good.
Okay. Where you once had claws, you now have filed down fingernails.
What? How did? Oh, that fucking manacle.
Uh-huh.
Wait, but the claws aren't a part of my template, are they? They're a part of like just being Dragonborn.
They are part. Well, either way, your claws have been filed. Well, it's because of the dragonborn part. Your our dragonkin. But your claws have been filed down, and it happened while you were asleep.
They saw a big, scary lizard dude with claws, and they decided, let's nip that in the bud.
Like, somewhat
So,
intelligent pirates.
Yep.
I have a stupid thought.
And if you want to punch him, you are welcome to. Or if you try to claw him, you can, but it will be a D4 instead of a D6.
I have I'm a brawler though.
Fair enough. You're welcome to punch him, or at least attempt to. Go ahead.
Considered armed even when unarmed.
Yes, you are. I'm saying if you wanted to make the claw attack, that has been reduced, so to speak.
Can I slap him with my tail? Like he has hold of it. Well, no, he has hold of it, so I probably can't hit him with it.
No, he has successfully grappled your tail.
Um,
I'm just waiting for the dwarf to take a chomp down on your tail.
oh, that'll be a huge mistake. Give me a second to find out what.
Okay.
Hold on.
Our-
1d6 is the damage for my. Yeah, 1d6 is the damage for that. So it would. Actually, my claws and my unarmed damage are essentially the same.
Okay. I'm just telling you that until your claws grow back, they've been reduced to a D4 rather than a D6.
So for you, it's either are you doing bludgeoning or are you doing slashing?
Claws are a natural attack, aren't they?
They are a natural attack.
Right, that's right. I have the 2 claws and I have the tail,
That you do.
which means as a natural attack. Which means, since it's a natural attack, it doesn't fall under the same limitation that melee attacks with base attack bonus do. So I can attack them with both of them. But I can't do that because I don't have claws now.
Yep.
So I'm just unarmed striking, so I'm just beating his face in.
Are you willing to attack?
I think I will.
Okay, everyone, please roll initiative.
Boy.
Let me send something really quick.
Tandril is not a very smart individual. In this situation, if nobody is holding him back, he's done playing by these rules. He does not appreciate being. He doesn't appreciate it. He's dealt with slavery enough. He's not dealing with it anymore.
Okay. That will work, John. I just need everyone to roll initiative. Wow. Real quick for initiative on roll 20. Where do I go for that?
Okay, so you see the
Go ahead.
Clock.
I think it's a clock on
Yeah,
this
the
one.
clock on the left side of the screen.
Ah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, oh
Yes, be
crap.
sure.
I got to. Oh, you gotta be crapping me. Okay, then I'll just keep note of it over on paper then. Okay.
Nope.
Then real
Hold on.
quick,
If people click their tokens, they can adjust their initiatives to match the originals.
And then there.
Liz being smart.
There we go.
Wow.
Lear, go ahead and roll initiative. Elizabeth, Tandril, what are your dex scores? Or what are your dex mods? Excuse me.
5.
Mine is 2.
Okay. And Liz?
5.
5. Okay, Liz goes first.
And she is going to do as she has planned. Do the smart thing to stay out of this.
Hold on, because I got above you.
Oh, well,
I
there we
have
go.
a 24.
Right. And so how that would work is you would drag his token up, or you would click the little option wheel, little gear wheel on the turn order, and then you would click it, and it would have a option to set to numerical order.
Gonna do that real quick. Let's see, Master Scourge. Okay, so if I want to add him, I type in the name and then I put the number beneath him.
Oh, so
Okay.
you click on his token, you click add, you right click, and then you'll see drop down menu add turn.
Okay, so on him, you said right click.
Yep. And then there should be a menu that says, yep. And then you put in his number.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
I am here. Wow. And then you could put it in descending order or ascending order, your choice of.
Okay. Okay.
That's in the options cog on the initiative tracker.
Okay. And I'm gonna give you 2 rounds for hit. Okay. And then for the ascending or descending, I just hit ascending like that. Oh, there it is. There you go. And did there not get added?
No, because my token is not on this field.
There you are, but you're downstairs.
I couldn't select my token in order to, have the initiative actually roll it.
All right, so top of the order. Let me grab some music real quick. And we're gonna do this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alrighty. Starting off, we're going to go with the dwarf with the big ass ugly nose and the greasy beard. Put it down a little bit so I can hear you guys. Alright. Tandril, what is your AC?
Presently, I believe without the armor or the shield, it is total of 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay. That's a 16 on the dice. What's that? That is a 21 to hit you.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to take 6 non-lethal damage from a sap.
Okay. 6 non-lethal damage. If I recall, he has to bring me to non-lethal equal to my current health in order to knock me out, right?
That is correct.
Cool.
Okay. Next is Captain John Falcon the Swift. Go ahead.
Alright, so could I have broken out before this happened for initiative or not?
Nope. If you would like,
Okay.
if you'd like to escape from your binds, please roll me an escape artist. Oh, just okay. While everyone's distracted and you start hearing some yelling coming from Tandril the dwarf, you spend your action shimmying out of the ropes, and you are now free. Next is one Elizabeth Harding.
Liz is looking at this situation. She's like, I wanted to take the subtle route.
We were taking the subtle route.
He's still tempted to do so, though. How could she hide? So is there enough chaos that she could potentially begin puffing smoke to smoke without being noticed?
If you would like to roll a sleight of hand, you are welcome to. Otherwise, there's no real place to hide, but everyone's attention is currently on what's happening at the mast.
Oh, she'll basically create a place to hide.
Okay, go ahead and smoke and do that. Go ahead and roll me a fabricate check. Or you start coughing as you, and you're paying attention to all this stuff. You accidentally inhale all the way rather than just puff the pipe.
You know what? I'm gonna use that coughing as part of it. Let's fail forward.
Well, actually, hold on. I forgot with the nat ones. I need to roll the severity.
Go ahead.
Okay, you just start coughing.
Okay.
But you successfully managed to make the smoke go off. You now have.
I will create a smoke cloud as per my invocation.
Okay, go ahead. And
as the coughing smoke will get thicker and thicker. And if we aren't moving too terribly fast, it'll stick around for a little bit.
That is the size of your smoke cloud.
20 feet.
Okay. Next. Tandril. You may now do your thing. Did you mark non-lethal on your character?
That again, she did now once, so it would be a bit smaller.
Yep.
It's enough to hide you for the moment. But if you keep on puffing, it might get bigger.
Yep.
Here.
I'll
just measure that.
welcome back. Okay, Tandril, what are you doing? Fish?
It said circle's almost 10 feet on one end. I'll just set up an aura. That's probably a bit big. There we go. That's more like it. I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry. I was grabbing my teacup.
No worries. Right. What does Tandril do?
Does the dwarf still have a hold of my tail?
Yes, he has a very firm grasp of it. Also, did you mark off the -5 hit points?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Wait, -5 hit points or the non-lethal?
Sorry.
Non-lethal, I believe it was.
Non-lethal, excuse me, because he hit you with the staff.
If he is still on my tail, is it possible for me to try and swing my tail around to throw him off of it?
You can attempt to escape the grapple by rolling a CMB. Go for it.
But I don't want to just escape the grapple. I want to fling him over the side of the ship since he is on my tail.
I would need you to effectively make an opposed grapple to take control of it. Okay.
That's actually one of my higher rolls, too.
I'm sorry, you are 1 point shy. He is still in control of the grapple.
That's unfortunate. Well, if he's still on my tail... He's on my tail, so I can still move, can't I?
You cannot move, but you may attack, or, well, you already made the opposed grapple check, but you may attack.
Okay.
Just donkey kick and you should hit him.
I was about to say.
Well, in that case, here is... It says claws, but it's actually just an unarmed strike because it's the same damage both ways.
Go for it.
Or recall correctly. I'm just trying to make sure I did this one right. A 24.
That connects.
And a 1d6 plus the strength mod, so that is 11 points of damage. And non-lethal. I want to make it clear that I am not trying to kill this dwarf. I am trying to get him off my tail.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. He gives out a half scream as he still stubbornly holds on to your damn tail, but he's looking a bit rough.
Get off me!
All right. Next is Lear. You are downstairs in the hold, or you're downstairs in the galley. Do you choose to leave, or what do you do?
Am I hearing any of the commotion from all this?
Oh, you are. You are very much hearing it. Oh, actually, that's right. You rolled that one. Never mind. Roll me a perception check. Yeah, you're hearing growls and shouts and a very low, or the crocodile noise that I can't replicate. That one.
Oh, it's not a crocodile noise anymore. It's probably closer to Godzilla snarls.
All right, you're hearing a "Arr!" in the back. Okay.
Look over to the chef. It's like, you want to go take a look at that, or am I?
Well, whatever's happened up there is no affair of ours. Besides, I'd rather you wait a bit so you don't get shredded to bits before I ask you to help me. Actually, tell you, no, you know what? No. Let's go ahead and slaughter that hog and get it set up for tonight's dinner. Then I'll send you out for fishing to get food for the rest of the crew.
So you want me to slaughter the pig?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tell you what, you hold it down and I'll do the killing. There you go. Yep, you're hearing that from the hold.
Yeah. Very well. By the way, do you have a mop around here by chance?
Oh, what's for? Oh, that's right. We'll clean up after the pig blood. This way. And he leads you into the hold to take care of the pigs. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Right now? No.
Okay. Next is Acer. Or Acer, excuse me. Alright, Acer.
No. One thing is medical. Chopping someone's tail, that's just.
Please keep in mind that you do not have your armor or your weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to try and pull the dwarf off of him?
No.
Oh. Wait, what you doing? Oh, did you make a murder sandwich? Are we doing kitty claws here?
Kitty claws, yes.
All right. Are you going for lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay.
Yes. So the scratches that really fucking hurt, but don't do anything other than hurt.
You know what I just thought of? I didn't think to carry any small item on my person. But I was thinking for a second that maybe the claws could be the small item, but I don't think his claws are retractable.
No. It's not, your attack isn't, the first one is 18 misses, and the second one just hits. So he takes...
That also including flanking?
That is including flanking. The second one just misses. Or sorry, the first one just misses, the second one connects. Okay. So that is 9 damage. This dwarf, through sheer tenacity, is staying alive, conscious, and still has a very firm grip on that tail.
Get off!
Sheer tenacity.
Get off my tail.
Okay, oh, correction. I have been informed that he loses his dex bonus. Oh, that's right. No, in that case, no. Then you actually, your attacks would have connected. The dwarf is unconscious as he slumps to the ground and lets go of Tandril's tail.
I'm gonna swiftly whack him off of there and just shake my tail free of him.
Okay, he is unconscious. Okay, I'm gonna move to. Aster, is there anything else that you're doing, or are you good? Moving swiftly. All right. Next is Scourge's turn. All right. He is going to do a. I can't do the ear-piercing whistle, but he is effectively going to do an ear-piercing whistle. And you're going to see a bunch of people start swarming onto the deck. And Captain! Or actually, rather, excuse me, Plug! Mr. Plug! He is in the bilge. She is going to run. She's going to come there. She is going. Actually, no, she's not. She's not.
Oh.
He is. He is going to come running onto the deck.
I'd like to amend one thing.
This person is going to come running onto the deck. She is going to come running on over here. She is going to come over here.
Is there enough time for me to whisper something as a or to like just sort of snarl something at Acer as a swift action?
Yes, you may.
I'm going to look at him and seeing his sharp ears. I'm going to sort of trying to hide the words in one of my snarls. I'm going to say, pretend it was me.
And no,
Basically, I'm trying to tell Acer to let me take the blame for the dwarf, and like have Acer get up, like pretend it wasn't him. Like he was trying to help the dwarf, but failed to do so.
Quick question: do the two guys who just walked up to me look like they're trying to stab me?
No, they look like they're going to be helping Plug, and they look like they're going to be kicking the crap out of you while they do so.
So they look like they're gonna try and hit me. I'm using a panache point and saying "fuck that shit" before they even approach me. So the only one who gets an attack of me is Mr. Asshat.
All right, on the roll.
And if I'd like to amend one thing. Liz would have taken a 5-foot step as she made the cloud.
Okay, I'm sorry. That is a crit.
Well, I'm gonna die, guys.
And that confirms.
Actually,
Are they doing
what
lethal?
did
Or
you roll? Because my AC has changed.
Okay. What was your AC now?
My AC is now 21.
I'm assuming a 27 hits.
No.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Black cat fuckery. Reroll that. Oh wait, I feet yet.
Not yet. Done.
Uh,
Okay. That's the first hit. And you take.
Well, it's gonna knock me out and possibly kill me.
You take 10 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, that's going to knock me out and damn near kill me.
You can't take lethal damage from non-lethal attacks.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
If it hits your HP.
In
turns
this
to
case,
lethal.
for the purposes of this, you are unconscious, but
Actually, is he also using a cat of nine tails?
no, that was Mr. Plug. This guy is using a whip.
Ooh,
Whips
I
are
don't think my luck
non-lethal.
bonus helps with that. I don't think it does.
I think you should probably let Lanya finish.
Okay. So for right now, John, Captain John Falcon the Swift is unconscious and lies on the ground.
Does a luck bonus count as an armor bonus, or no?
It does not.
No,
Okay.
that counts as a
That's what
luck
I
bonus.
thought. It was because I haven't played with luck bonuses, so it's very off to me.
If it-
So that's 10
If
points.
it counted as an armor bonus and you were wearing a suit of armor, you'd take the better of the two.
Mm-hmm.
I need to add these guys to the roster. Hold on a sec. Let me roll for them.
Oof.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna. I'm only going to do one token, but I'm gonna make them. I'm just gonna have all the pirates go on that roll. And they rolled pretty well. Okay. Looks like it is now. Okay. Hey, real quick. How do you put an X on a token to make it so that people know it's knocked out?
So when you click on the
There
token,
is
there's the cog.
yeah.
There you go.
Go ahead, Nadia.
There's the cog, and then there's the looks like a little chip that has all the condition
Ah!
markers.
Got it. Those two people are unconscious. They're not dead. They're just out. All right. Now it's gonna roll down to Scourge's turn. Hey Zill, can you make a sleight? Or sorry, sorry, I'm used to Zill. Sarah, can you make a sleight of hand check?
He made one already. Got a 30.
Got a 30. Okay, I'm gonna see if he does not notice. Okay, he is not going to go for you. Instead, he is going to take a 5-foot step here. He's going to take another step here, and he has reach. Tandril, your AC is 15.
There are 2 people between me and him. Don't they cause soft cover?
One is on the ground. The other one is standing.
No, but my smoke causes a 20% miss.
Right, he's going. Well, actually, he doesn't know that. So, actually, no, he doesn't know that. So I'm gonna roll that. He's going to do that.
It just
I'm going to.
smells nice to everyone.
I'm sorry. What?
Otherwise, it just smells nice to everyone.
Pretty much smells like incense. I'm going to roll percentile to see if he. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to roll percentile to see if he even has a chance to hit you, because you were provided partial cover.
Oh no, he has a 50% miss chance because he's further away than 5 feet.
Fair enough.
I should have popped into the smoke, but I
Okay.
couldn't see then.
That is okay. That is a 98. He has a chance to hit. Does a 25 hit you?
AC of 15. So yes, it does.
Okay. I'm mainly asking this just because it's just like not because like I forgot, just more of a making sure. And also people, I've noticed that if I don't call out what I roll, people are like, well, what did he roll? And it's like, he rolled this. Ouch. That is 12 points of non-lethal damage.
So that puts me at 18 non-lethal, and my HP is 17. So that puts Tangel out.
All right, he is now unconscious.
Tangel would fall backwards after getting smacked in the snout and proceed to land as roughly as possible, rocking the boat.
Okay. And with that, let's see. That's his check. That dude's unconscious. You're unconscious. Elizabeth, do you want to pursue combat?
Nope, just gonna stay here, let my smoke fade away. She's gonna
Okay,
treat that as a panic response in this case.
Fair enough. Real quick, if I want to remove a line that I drew, I just click on it.
Yep,
Yes.
just highlight part of it and then it should go away.
Okay. Sorry. So, sorry,
And
audience, if you're watching. Still learning the ropes, so to speak.
If we're
All right.
going, if we've got at least an 11 mile an hour wind, the smoke will dissipate within 4 rounds.
Okay, we'll do that. Tangel is out. Lear, are you still helping Ambrose with the, or are you still helping Fish Guts with the pig? Okay.
For the moment, yeah.
Okay, please make a profession sailor check.
I'm largely sure that would end combat.
Okay, then I'm gonna go through everyone so that if they want to do something, they can. Alright, you succeed in helping him do that. Sarah, is there anything that you want to do, or are you good?
I'm good. Raise my hands. Yep. I'm done. Trying to help, but oh well. I'm so sorry.
Okay. And with that combat,
To clear my aura.
Scourge is going to roughly shove one of his crewmates out of the way, and he is just going to put a boot on you, Tandril, and go, well, what a nice bit of weighty beef you are. You. He looks over at Sarah. He snaps at you. Get back to the rigging.
No problem, boss.
Okay. And he proceeds, "Come on, you filthy squabs, let's not add any more hassle to the captain, and if, well, we'll be having to have a chat with, Mr. Plug about this later." Alright, everyone's gonna go back to what they were doing. These two are going to help carry down Gigantopithecus lizard.
Hold on.
What's up?
I'm trying. I need. Give me a second. I'm going to go and find his weight just to make sure. Pretty sure I put that down. I just don't know for certain if I did.
He has 330 pounds.
Yes, he is big.
Yep.
He is-
That's why he's got two crewmen helping move him downstairs.
So he's a fat ass.
Oh,
He's muscle, which weighs more than fat, and you know this.
Yes, I do. I'm still gonna call him a fat ass because technically he should have a nice thin protective layer of fat over his muscle.
He is also, 7.5 feet tall.
And also scaly.
that too. All right.
So he's a fat ass.
All right. So at the end of that, they're going to carry you downstairs.
Hmm.
Okay, we're gonna move over to the other map.
Didn't even swing.
We're gonna put you right there. They're gonna put the dwarf somewhere. Where the hell did it go?
I have no idea where that token fucking disappeared to.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, that shouldn't have disappeared. That is distressing. Okay, we're gonna put you there. Put his ugly mug over here. Whoa, giant dwarf.
So is that the dwarf or the dwarf's ego?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, they're gonna put him over here where the, I guess the favorites live over here. And there's, you got that, they got that, they got you. All right.
They chained me back up.
Oh, you are bound, my dude.
Chained me up and then fucking latched those chains to locks in various different locations to make sure I can't get out loose.
I'll put. Okay. Your arms have been chained to your thighs. Your tail has been wrapped around your legs and then chained in place, and you have like 2 or 3 very harshly buckled down, I guess, belts around your mouth.
Man, are they trying to lock him down or be kinky?
Oh. Well, actually, if we did 4 point, cough. So we're not going to do that. You are also bound, John. You've been effectively hogtied, and you are in your hammock.
Oh no, the guy who didn't swing, who simply moved away, is hogtied.
Yep, they're going to have plans for you later.
Hmm.
Swing. I didn't fight.
All right. You successfully did that. You successfully did that. You got annoyed. You were the last day. All right. Well, you guys are gonna sleep it off a bit, but as the day draws on, no one's fatigued except for the two of you who got the stuff and whipped out of you. We're gonna move back to the deck. All right. It is now sunset.
Hey, there's an angel. Oh.
Oh, shush you. You are bound to the mast. You are bound to the other side with a prominent view of stuff. I need to get other people onto the deck.
Are we conscious now?
You are conscious with 1 hit point.
Have they kept my 1 hit point, you say?
1 hit point.
As in, do I have 16 non-lethal damage, or do I straight up just have 1 hit point?
You straight up have 1 hit point. I think with how it moves.
So after they beat me up and then chained me, they proceeded to stab me until they managed to bring me down. Cool.
Yep. They weren't taking any chances. I'll put it to you this way: if your scales showed bruising, you would have hella bruising.
They would have to cut and carve into me.
They did. They you can read and write, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I have an intelligence of 10, so I think I can.
Okay. Then yes, you can definitely read. Mr. Plug is gonna stand up on. Mr. Plug is gonna be right here. That side. Okay. We're gonna move some people in a little bit so everyone can see what's going on. They're not.
John, what are you doing? You're not against the mass anymore.
I didn't move.
That was
I'm
me.
being moved.
Oh, it's because I mistook you for a different character. My bad. You
How
two.
did you mistake that face?
Damn it, asshole! You shouldn't have said shit. I could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, but no. So they're out of the way. Mr. Sorry, I'm moving people around so that what's gonna happen next is a thing. This guy is scowling at you, like this guy over here. He is hardcore scowling at you.
At me?
Oh, both of you. Get
Not my
there.
fault you can't tie a fucking knot.
Right, as the sun sets, all of you are brought up to the main deck. You are positioned there, and Lear, you successfully helped the captain, or the captain. You successfully helped Fish Guts make both stew for the crew and pig, or rather pork, for the officers. Mr. Plug starts looking at the rest of the crew, going, "Ah, so good of you to join me. Now we are going to be dealing out, well, the punishment. It's punishment time before we have our evening grub and rum rations. Now, as you all know, we frown upon thievery most highly on the ship. You don't want to steal from your mates, and everyone works hard for their grub. So, that being said, we're now going to bring out one of the perpetrators who stole from you. And they bring out the man that you stabbed from the build. Sorry, gotta size him down. Okay. They bring him out, and now, for all intents and purposes, he looks like shit, especially after you stabbed him. Now, here we have Jake's Magpie, and like his namesake, just couldn't help his fingers from the stores, and we're about to show ya what exactly happens when, you put your fingers where you're not ought to. And he looks very menacingly over at you, Tandril, and you, Captain John. Could both of you please make wisdom checks?
He's
Okay.
also going to be hearing something in Aquan, and I doubt he speaks that.
Probably.
Me, I got 15.
Oh, just. Oh, you're just one shy. He rolled low. You two are cowed by this. There, you feel a chill just kind of shimmy its way down both your spines as he glares at you. Alright, lads. It's alright, Master Scourge. Let's show these swabs what happens when you cross the likes of us. And they're going to tie a rope to either wrist of this poor Jake's, and they march up to the front of the prow, and they toss him towards the front of the ship, and they proceed to drag him along the bottom of the hull. And they are going to take their time, and they're just going to slowly walk their way across the ship along the sides. And you hear a muffled going under the water, and the sounds of thumping on the hull. And they get over to the other side, which I can't reveal that, but I will reveal the upper deck for you, so you guys can see.
Bubble, 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 pop, 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 hiss,
Oh,
hiss,
bubble?
hiss.
Okay, and as you guys look, kind of drifting off to the side, they they effectively chop off a bit of rope, the rope that you worked so meticulously on, Tandril. And Haquin, yeah.
Yep.
Um, uh, if anyone wants to roll a perception check, you are welcome to.
Hmm. We'll do it. I have a feeling Liz has an idea as to what just happened.
Yep.
She's not dumb.
Let's take a wild guess. Captain. Oh man, he just
Uh, is Tandril actively not looking?
He is actively avoiding dealing with this. Yes.
Okay. You just hear muffled screaming, and then the sound of silence. Um, let's see here, starting at the top. John, you think you see from where you're tied on the mast what looks to be bright red clothing, kind of drifting in the water, and you hear a splash as something swims closer. For Elizabeth, you see what looks to be a figure. It's missing some parts, and what once was a dirty white shirt is, well, very, very red. For Acer and Lear, uh, you guys see sharks swimming up to a corpse that is missing chunks, has been shredded to itty bitty bits, and you're pretty sure bodies don't bend that way. And especially Lear, you recognize that the blood is drawing in sharks as the ship is moored in place. So, and Mr. Plug and Scourge step forward after they take the rope back onto the ship. This will be your fate if you get a bit more uppity. Now, we can't kill you as per the captain's orders, but push us too far, and well, not even the captain will mind us taking care of you. Everybody, please make a wisdom check.
You said wisdom check?
That is correct.
Hmm.
So, both Tandril and Lear, yeah, this is, you can feel the hair or scales stand up as something cold and hard shimmies its way down to your stomach, kind of like a lead weight. Um, John, you are still feeling flippant, but you get the idea that if you keep mouthing off at the wrong time, you might not have a tongue to mouth off with. Sarah and Elizabeth, you two are nonplussed, but you get the impression that if you play your cards right, you might not have to deal with that. But you do understand, all of you understand that these guys mean business, and this is a actual threat of this happening.
Noted.
And that guy is now dead as a doornail, and he is currently being devoured by sharks. All of you hear the sound of messy, like as sharks are just shredding what's left of this guy.
here I was. We would see the shrieking eels.
Not quite.
Anyway.
Well, that's going to make fishing a little easier, I suppose.
I was gonna say that's a different island, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you hear that, princess? The sound of the shrieking eels. I'd come back if I were you.
Anyway.
All right. So with that, the clap. Alrighty then. Hey, ship's assistant, or excuse me, cook's assistant. As Plug looks at you, Lear. Start passing out the evening meal.
I don't suppose this ship has anything resembling a table, does it? But Lyra will start dishing things up and wandering around, handing them out to various people.
Okay. All right. So now that it is leisure time, you guys have the evening to eat your chow. You are handed a rum ration. By the way, this stuff is pretty heckin' strong.
Hmm.
So, if you want to get nice and pickled, you are more than welcome to.
Liz is gonna look
Okay.
at it, and she's gonna look at her new friend from today. She's got an idea.
All right.
So after
In that case,
dinner, of course.
fair enough. The stew, if you can call it that, is edible.
That's all Liz cares about right now. Question is, how is everyone else taking it?
All right. What are people doing?
Well, after eating,
I'm gonna distribute people around the ship.
Liz is gonna go find her new friend from today because names escape me right this moment, and yeah, she wants to see about the bandages, quote unquote.
Sorry, I'm distributing people real quick.
Tandril and John are still tied to the mast, right?
They are very much tied to the mast.
Is John close enough for Tandril to mutter to without anyone else hearing?
Just a sec. Sorry, I'm putting people around different places. You're over there.
Are Tendril and John's hands bound to the mast?
Well, John has been bound hand, foot, and body to the mast. Tandril has his tail still tied to his leg, and he is straight up chained to the mast.
If they have any intelligence at all, they have bound Tandril in enough chains to make sure that you can't break free.
They've
Pretty
chained
much.
up the two people who they know can break free, and that's the smart thing to do.
In that case, before Lear eats his own meal, he will take the time to feed John and Tendril.
You have my thanks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Rosie is actually looking up worried at you. Um, fucking cunt, what did they do to you? I just... I...
Don't worry. They are not the first to try this. They will not be the last.
Just a word of advice for the two of you. Pick your battles better.
Picked battle. Right. They are scared of me.
They're right to tie us up.
I want them scared of me, not of him or you.
Trust me, big guy, they should be scared of us all. Something they don't realize I can do.
Rosie's gonna look over to, Sandara. Sandara, can you heal them? Can you kill this fucking daft sod? She looks at you and, like, she very, I guess playfully, but she just more of just whacks the chain that, not loudly, but just taps the chain that you're bound with. Don't do that. You're barely a day in. You won't have scales anymore after this if you keep it up. And when she looks left, looks right, she is going to roll a sleight of hand. Okay, she does that. Let's see if anyone else notices. She pushes a hand to help you, and you hear a, "Hey!" All right. Coming from
As the moment I hear that, I am going to kick Rosie's hand away if I'm able.
oh, no, not Rosie. Quinn.
Yeah, the moment I hear someone try, I'm kicking whatever hand is trying to heal me away.
Asher. Who are you saying this to? Or Esther, sorry. To the woman next to you.
Shortstone.
I was saying Chorson because before he was next to me, but now that the woman next to me, I guess it's gonna be her.
I was moving people to where they need to be on the deck. Are you saying that to the woman next to you?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a diplomacy. And to, I guess, try to move her out of the way, go ahead and make a CM B with a -10. She looks at you, smiles, doesn't take any offense, and gladly takes your extra bottle of rum. More for her.
DMP. Okay.
I think the CMB was toward
CMB was for
Tandrel.
Tandrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry. The CMB was for Tandrel. It's like, take the rum, take it. Anyway.
25.
25. All right, you successfully managed to flick the end of your tail at her hand. Hey, what you doing over there? As a big fat dude just comes like stomping down the way. What you doing over there? Master Scourge told you to stay away from him. Oh, nothing, chumlet, nothing. Oh, sweetie, you know you can call me Phipps. Chumlets, I have other things to do. Elizabeth, who is your new friend? And she walks over here. Fucking bitch. And stomps his way back up to the main deck to go back to his conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, Tandrel, Elizabeth, and... Actually, no, all of you guys make a perception check.
Let me know when everyone's seemed like they've had enough drinks in them.
Fair enough.
It's gonna be some fun.
Okay. So... Let's see. John, Lear, and Acer, can you roll a perception check? Alright, so John, Lear, and Acer, you see Quinn mouth, I'm sorry, over at Rosie and over to Tandrel. Tandrel and Elizabeth, you do not see it. Okay. And I will let you know soon everyone's liquored up John.
Yep. And
Elizabeth, do you want to see about using the rum to help heal?
Yes, actually, she was going to respond to Sindara Quinn. Very simply, yes, this is, I believe it was Tilly?
Yeah,
this is
Tilly.
So, I was going to see about getting some bandages from the quartermaster for her. This rum is rather strong. I could use it to disinfect those whip marks.
You'd be willing to do that for me?
Of course. It's what a doctor does.
Well, shit. Let's go right on downstairs. Although, I don't think we're gonna get the chance to talk to the doctor tonight. We'll have to do it in the morning. Or not the doctor. Bless me. No, the the quartermaster. She's pickled right now.
Very well. At least show me where to go. And yeah, what's below deck? If Liz can be shown where to go, that'll be perfect.
Okay. For now, I'm going to move you guys off the board just a moment.
Yep. As
Okay, so you three are off the board.
if she can't get bandages, it's fine. She can do a thing.
Okay. Liz, go ahead and roll a diplomacy.
Sure. Fuck. And I'm gonna hero point that because this is important.
Okay, go for it. You have 1 hero point. All right, that is much better. So instead of goofing up and directly just pouring rum right down her back,
And not just pouring rum down her back.
Oh,
I'd
hey,
like to
this
roll
whole
a
this won't feel bad at
fabricate.
all.
I'd like to roll a fabricate check to actually make some linen bandages.
go for it. Please go ahead and roll a fabricate check. All right, you succeed in making a small amount of that. You clean up, you disinfect the wounds. Go ahead.
To give you a description, as she
Okay.
smokes and adjoins her runes, she begins to pull smoke out of her runes with her fingers and weave it together in her hands, almost like balling it up.
Fair enough.
And when she finishes, she opens her hands to reveal a fairly nice-sized roll of bandage.
Do you keep this hidden from Sandara or Tilly?
No, she likes them. She's willing to share that with them.
Oh, blimey! That's fucking brilliant.
It's
Don't
between us.
she?
Okay?
Tilly actually gets a very serious look on her face. Don't let Scourge or Plug know that you can do that.
Honestly, the smoke earlier was a bit of a panic response.
Aye, and for the love of God, don't let Pepperbox catch you.
Noted. Now let's take a look at that
She's the ship wizard.
Well, while they're having that conversation, she will work on her back. Taking a little bit of the linen and cleaning the wounds before wrapping. As I'm guessing, they will have established at least the location of the quartermaster's shop.
Okay. For now, the shop is closed because as of right now, you get the sense that, like, just from the sound of snoring coming from the other side of the wall, Grok is completely out.
Liz will smile quietly at that thought. And just do what she does as a doctor.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll a heal check.
Certainly. 28 with my fabricated bandages.
Cool. In that case, then, you successfully heal her. Alright, Alright, you successfully bandage her up, and go ahead and roll a diplomacy check with... Let me check out the bonuses you earned. Because you were kind to her, you fixed her up, you get that. Alright. What was your... Okay, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check with a +5 bonus.
+6 total with my traits. No, 7 with my traits.
Yep, go ahead and roll. Okay. And she was already... shifted her to friendly. And... let's see, she was starting at friendly. Alright. You have successfully made... hold on a sec. You have successfully made Tilly Brackett helpful towards you.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. It's just I can't help but think about how I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be starting a mutiny this early, but here we are just openly plotting a mutiny.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think I was trying to figure out where the quartermaster is?
This is the main issue with like, I think this is the main issue with John's character and mine. Neither of us are willing to put up with someone else being in charge of us because of how fucking shitty people have been to us. And so we're just like,
two of us are gonna look at each other as the mutiny happens. You're captain. No, you. All right, rock paper scissors. Okay, fine. Fuck it. You're captain. I'll take it next week. All right.
we'll play rock paper scissors, and then Tandra will just always play rock.
Anyway,
Not even because he doesn't know how the game plays, but because he literally does not want to be captain. So he's like, rock, you play paper, you win, you're a captain.
I played scissors. You're captain this week.
Fuck. Anyway.
Then as my first act as captain, I make you captain.
How about we just...
anyway.
How about we just declare him first mate and call it good? So, okay.
End up being.
Above board on the main deck, All right. We got that. Lear, are you going back to the kitchen to clean up?
Lear's going to head downstairs with some of the dishes. He's not bothering to walk around the entire ship to gather them at the moment. Clean up the ones that he made use of. Grab the mop to start cleaning up after the pig and the poor sow that was slaughtered for the dinner. And while he's practicing, or while he's cleaning up the blood, he's just going to run through a few practice routines.
Okay. Okay, that is okay, that was Lear. Tandril, is there anybody that you would want to talk to and or influence?
Maybe, what was his name? Cog, the guy with the blue hat?
Yeah, Cog. He's it looks like he's got like a interest. He's got skull and like death themed clothing out the wazoo. He has a raven skull earring, and it looks like the blue scarf is covering up his other ear.
You,
What?
name,
Cogs. Cogwood. Crimson Cog. People call me, but I prefer Cog.
cog, weapon, favorite.
My fists, of course. Get the blood pumping, get the fight going. It's my favorite thing. Well, aside from Lady Pharasma. And he makes the, effectively the equivalent of, like, crossing himself, but the Pharasman style.
Mm-hmm.
And, Lady of Graves. Everyone goes to her sometime, whether you win or lose a fight.
Tandril is going to attempt to wiggle and show his hands off.
Had claws once.
Yeah, pity about that. Saw that when they brought you on board.
Grow back, they will.
Now that's a fight I'm looking forward to. Although you need to pick your battle a bit better, and he does walk over to you. Although seriously, my man, you need to pick your fights better. I mean, I have a short temper, but whew, you beat me.
Not mad. Smart. Planned.
Sorry, above board. What was that?
Not angry. Planned.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to turn off our AC real quick. It is super loud. Give me a sec.
Well, don't give yourself heat stroke just to hear us.
Oh my god, I can actually hear the sound of the water. Fuckers. Okay, sorry. Our AC is like super loud, and if I have to, I'll drag our fan over and just blow it on me. Anyway, he looks over at you and he's like, well, what kind of plan? And he looks really interested. Are you making efforts to be quiet?
Yes. The reason why he's snarling is to make it harder for people to understand him if they're not near him.
Okay, go ahead and roll a deception check. Or bluff, excuse me, not deception, bluff.
I don't know if I have bluff.
You should have bluff. You can use bluff untrained.
It's not that good.
Roll it.
I mean, if this is the sign that Tendril's looking for, I can start my thing.
Okay. You see someone, you see an older woman come over. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Huh? And you see that she has a red bandana, but you also notice that her curly white hair has been dyed almost to resemble like badger like markings. It's black and white, kind of just dyed in different sections. You think she might be a half elf. Her ears are slightly pointed, but you can't tell. Either way, she's definitely got some elven ancestry. What the fuck you on about?
Favorite weapons. Fighting techniques. Plans.
You are being truthful. All right. John, do you want to start singing your shanties?
Is everyone liquored up?
Oh, they are well pickled, with the exception of one or two of the like underage folks.
All right. Now, I haven't done this in a while, so forgive me if I seem out of tune.
Oh, God.
Go
He's
for
gonna
it.
actually sing.
Very nice.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
bid fare thee well to the port and the land, and I paddle over from brave England's sand to search for my long ago forgotten friends, to search for the place I hear all sailors end. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my head, I'll search without sleeping till peace I can find. I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me? When the bones of the ocean forever will be. And then he's gonna sing the rest of it, and I'm not singing it because the first two are enough.
You did a beautiful job. I am consider me duly impressed. You have a wonderful voice to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like-
well, 10 years of Peter does let to you.
Oh, actually, no, legitimately, that was actually really nice. Thank you. All right. So with that, you may roll me a d6.
Give me a second.
And
Text me.
real quick, Tandril, uh, roll me a charisma check.
Okay.
Are you going?
does not favor the captain this day.
Okay.
No, it favors me in other shit, but
Okay.
not when it comes to the good shit.
It's
Alright.
unfortunate.
Okay. So So to break this down, Tandril, Cog's attitude towards you is still friendly. It has not shifted, but he is still friendly with you. Okay, you rolled 1. Okay. You may influence one of the NPCs on the same deck as you. So the woman over here, the woman over here, the halfling over here, the young boy over here, and the half orc over here. You may influence one of them.
Fuck it. I'm gonna roll.
Or this woman right here.
Oh, that's 6. Starting 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start from top left corner in
Yep.
clockwise rotation.
Yep.
Number 4. So that would be the halfling.
That'd be the halfling. All right. He just kind of walks over and just kind of claps a bit, and he's like, "That was pretty good. That actually wasn't all that bad. Name's Ratline. Ratline Burger. Ratline Ratsburger. He does look like a rat-faced halfling, and his arms are exceptionally long, and from the looks of things, he's missing a few fingers. Oh, by the way, real quick, Tandril, Cog is absolutely nerding with you over weapons right now. Like, it is like a fanboy convention. It's great. You two are geeking out over weapons.
The more they talk, the higher the song goes.
Exactly. The woman next to you just kind of huffs and just goes back to the conversation she was having. Ratline, however, seems a bit impressed with you, and he actually really liked your song, and actually, so did this other halfling, Rosie. She just kind of looks at you with appreciation. She's like, the tall, dark, and handsome. He fed you, right?
That's true.
Did you get your
Interesting. It was more of a ode to who passed.
Fair enough. Did you get your rum ration?
Not a drinker.
Fair enough. She looks like that actually wasn't that bad. Could you roll a diplomacy, please?
There's the soul. God damn, now I really want to listen to the song.
16. Okay. Add a +2 to that. That's an 18. They are currently. Okay. You have successfully influenced these two halflings. They have shifted from indifferent to friendly towards you.
See, I fuck up and I still make friends. That's the entire build.
Just a sec, let me write that down so I have that.
Hmm. The one person who I'm really hoping her that realizes I'm better at other things, not bilge.
All right, you got that. You got that. Got Elizabeth. Got Tandril. Got John. Asser, is there Sarah? Do you want? Wait, you gave her a round to her. Is there anyone that you want to influence while you're doing nights, like the evening after the evening meal? Sarah, are you there? Are you there, bud?
All right, can you say that again?
Oh, I was asking if you wanted to influence any of the NPCs, any of your fellow riggers, so to speak.
Uh, yes.
Okay. You may influence her. I'm just gonna tap real quick. You can influence her. This little kid over here, or the two gnomes on the prow. While you're trying to scratch that spot on your tail that is uh just just driving you up, or up as nearly as dragging up a wall. Rosie comes over and just nonchalantly leans against the mast and starts scratching you. And lol, no. Okay, so you're gonna talk to her. All right, she looks at you and she's like, "Oh, you are." I gotta be honest, man. You are one ugly looking cat.
Well, nothing I can do about that. This is how I was born.
I mean, seriously, aren't you cold? I mean, what happened to your fur? Did you fall out?
Look, it seems that I was drugged too hard when I came out. So
Apparently. Poor bastard. I gotta say, your rigging work is pretty damn good. Wish I had known someone like you at my fishing village. To give you a better description of the woman next to you, Sarah, she stands at about 5 foot. She has dusky skin. You can't really tell either from her ethnicity or just from being out in the sun all the damn time. She has rows and rows of actually very clean looking dreadlocks, and she wears a green tunic and brown pants. Noticeably, she does not wear shoes.
plus, by any chance, you are from the spans?
Nah, that be Shavika over there. She points over to like a fuck off looking kind of woman that's standing next to the stripe haired woman over here. Nah, she's from the Wongi Expanse. Me, I'm from the Southern Lands, fishing village, you know. And I will get to that tangent in just a sec. Okay.
And
You got a name, cat?
so which island?
Oh, it didn't really have a name. It changed with whatever passing captain came by. Uh, just call it Cockerel Village, like the bird.
Did you say
What?
bird?
Oh, well, my name is Acer.
Hey, sir.
Um,
Very nice. My name's Sans. My name's Sans Tappin, but people call me Barefoot. Barefoot Sans.
hey, very good.
Nice to meet you. She puts her hand out for a shake.
And shake it.
Okay.
Well, we do have a thing in common. We like to walk barefoot.
She laughs. All right. Sarah, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check with a +2 modifier. Actually, no, excuse me, +4 because you gave her booze and you've been nice to her so far.
So it should be a 10. Oh,
A 10? Oh dear. Well,
Suck.
the good news is actually hold on, because you. No, you're good. The good news is you didn't decrease her attitude. Bad news is you did not increase it. She just smiles at you and she's like, "Looking forward to working with you, man." And she just proceeds to just kind of sit near the railing and just kind of just chug or just take a pull from her rum bottle. Okay. Gonna swap over to Tandra real quick. Nothing looks at you. Name's Rosie. Rosie Cuswell.
Tandrill.
It's a good name. It's a shame I couldn't get my fiddle for your friend. That's right. She's not Southern. She's more herp derp. Uh, she had a tremor accent. It's too bad I couldn't get my fiddle. But that damn half-orc is in charge of is quartermaster. She wouldn't give it back to me. Fucking pirates press gang me, and then they wouldn't give me back my fiddle. I could have actually done something good for cooking it to your friend over there. She head tilts towards John.
Fiddle.
Half-orc, does she happen to have the contents of what we all had? Per se, a bird?
Fiddle.
Tandil doesn't know what that is, so he's just repeating it as a question.
Fiddle's an instrument, honey. Or God, I'm not. What the hell?
He wants to be Southern.
She wants to be Southern. I ain't letting her.
Sounds like a violin, except it's a little more out of tune. Something a little louder.
Yeah, like that, or a bit like that. It allows you to make some good music, and she emulates like holding like the fiddle in position and just kind of like showing like where you'd hold a bow and stuff like that, just how she would play it. Yeah, fucking pirates took it from me, shitheads.
I'm out of here. Don't worry.
I'll tell you what. If you could get it for me, I'd be most appreciative. And she is going to finish eating her food and going to go over here along with Ratline. He smiles at you guys and just walks over and just kind of talks to her.
Music.
Don't worry, buddy. That's how we'll unite the crew.
All right.
Music. What is it?
And it's like talking, except you don't just always use your voice. You use parts of your body, tools almost. It's what do you think?
While you guys are doing that, go ahead and keep doing that. Lear. Ambrose, or sorry, Fishcats looks up at you in the galley. He says, "Oh, we're a bit low for tomorrow's. We're a bit. That's right. He has a deep accent. Excuse me. Aye, lad, we're a bit low for it's fish for tomorrow's stew. Do you mind doing a little bit of fishing tonight, since I don't think you're much of a drinker?"
I don't mind. Do you have a spear by chance?
No, but I think Grok might be able to get one for you. Let me ask her.
Just as an aside, does Tandril still have those things wrapped around his snout? Those belts? Because that would explain why he's been having some trouble talking.
Yes. However, Lear took some of them off so that he could feed you the fish stew.
Such as it was.
Okay, good.
It was edible. I'll give it that. It was edible.
I've eaten worse.
Everything gruel.
So I'm gonna just for the rest of tonight. I'm going to have Lear do a fishing check. The rest of you done anything? Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight, or are you going to go to bed and get some sleep?
I don't think there's anything else that Tandril can do tonight to, for future plans. So that's probably just the whole of his thing.
Okay.
Besides, discussing combat maneuvers and techniques with Cog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
I'm just gonna have Liz do some recon. He's not going to do anything active yet.
Just a sec, need to make a note real quick. John?
I mean, sing until, the deck's empty and then try and rest as well as I can against a mast.
Lear, we're gonna have you fish. Do you want to do anything else besides that?
Not really. Are they actually going to get me a spear?
Okay. Sarah, is there anything you want to do? Do you want to stay awake or go to bed?
Go to bed.
Go to bed? Okay. Alright, then if that is the case, then Elizabeth, if you'd be so kind as to make a stealth check and a perception check.
Just
let me
double
go down
checking this. Okay.
Swap over.
As Liz is going to give it a little time into the night before she does this, she wants to make sure people are asleep.
Hold on, I'm gonna start putting people in the bunks where they need to go. Hold on.
Oh, so we're not going to be tied to the mast all night? Cool.
No, you two are.
Good.
Sorry, I have to move NPCs around.
Okay. If I understood how things worked properly, I can do gaseous form. So...
I just moving people around, and you're doing the thing. He sleeps there. She is snoozing. He is passed the fuck out. And Lear is over. I'm assuming in the kitchen. And all right, Elizabeth, you are downstairs. Let me get the rest of the crew. Sorry.
Nope, just putting thought into things, because... this is going to be important checking that she's doing tonight.
Okay. Okay, she's on watch tonight. That person's. And looks like everyone who needs to be there is there. Alright, you rolled this. Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check and a perception check, Miss Elizabeth.
Does my gaseous form and fly speed provide me any benefits to this?
Yes, I'm going to give you a +5 to stealth, and I'm going to give you a +5 to, well, it doesn't do anything for perception, but it does give you a +5 to stealth.
Alright. As she is going to do her thing of pulling a Tim Curry villain and just snake her way through the room. As
Okay, I'm going to see. Where are you going? You should be able to move this
She's
character.
going to make her way towards the quartermaster's room.
Okay, quartermaster's room is over here. This section over here.
Okay.
In A7.
And before she goes in there, she's going to do something important. She's going to be checking the containers, see if there's anywhere empty that you could access for putting things. in just like in this hold here that would be not really noticed?
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Sure.
And I'm gonna see if I'm going to roll to see if anyone notices you. That's a big old goose egg. Nope.
And since she's gas, it'll be easier for her to get into containers.
How badly do they mess up? Wow. Okay. So not only does the man that's been tied to the mast not even notice you, he is so out of it you're surprised he's breathing. Okay. And okay. And you said that you were looking for what now?
I'm looking for a good hidey hole for shit.
You have successfully found a empty box that's kind of nestled behind stuff that kind of looks like it hasn't been touched in a while.
So with my gaseous form, I could slip stuff in there, basically.
Potentially, yes.
Awesome. Then, time for the second bit of recon. Just gonna poke part of herself under the door and look in the quartermaster's room.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself in there.
Yep.
Please make a stealth check.
Will do.
Okay. Let's see if they wake up. Get a minus because they're plastered. But both the half-orc and the really rather fat, unfortunately fat, but somehow muscular human are knocked the fuck out.
Good. Tonight may be the night.
Okay, nope. They are out of it. And let's see if the chicken notices you. Wow! Yes, the chicken notices you.
Just gonna carefully retreat under the door and wait. Disperse slightly at the basically at the floor level.
Okay, you hear a muffled clucking behind the door and scratching. Exactly.
Wait, please tell me the merfolk is actually there.
Sorry, and then I will get back up to both John and Tandril for some RP. Just give me a sec.
Say the what's there?
Booksmate. Because you are in the room at the moment.
As you come into the room, Lear, the black chicken that was sitting on top of Croup is just freaking out, trying to make its way to the door out of the quartermaster's room, and it's looking at you like, I'm not crazy. There's a thing. Bagok. Exactly.
Melania?
You actually did a good job.
Melania?
What's up?
I'm turning into a pumpkin. So
It is almost time for punk. Okay, let's finish it up and then we'll wrap it up for the night. All right. All right.
Bring the
Go ahead.
head of the mop down on the chicken. Not enough to harm it, but enough to just go down.
Knock it off. It looks at you a little bit guiltily and hops back up onto Croup before it tries to. It circles around 3 or 4 times before it settles fluffily down and falls asleep on its stomach. If that's the case, I'm gonna say for tonight, Elizabeth, you were not able to succeed in that endeavor. If you can make your way back downstairs,
She'll make her way back to a bunk.
Okay, go ahead and find an open bunk. And Lear, if you could make a fishing check for me.
You want survival or swim?
Actually, first and foremost, do a stealth check. Because I'm assuming you're hopping into the water.
You wanted me to go fishing.
Okay.
Lair knows how to spearfish. So
Okay.
if they gave him an actual spear, that's on them.
Fair enough. But yeah, you were able to acquire a spear from Grok. Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check to get into the water.
The question is, how did the cat not realize that he was half fish?
Nobody knows he's half
I
fish.
have realized I am a terrifying creature.
Yep. All right. You successfully. Let's see if she notices you. Oh shit! Hey, why are you? Wait! Whoa! Why are you hopping into the water? And I move her over here. assume everyone's asleep downstairs. This woman, right here, barefoot Sam's. She's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Why are you? Whoa! These guys are all asleep.
Is there no distraction penalty for me singing?
Oh, actually, well, she rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Yep.
I tried.
Mind you, at this particular point, Lear would have like tied a bucket to one of the ropes, and would be in the process of tossing that over or lowering it to the water. The cook wanted me to get some fish.
Oh, well, say something. Jesus. Whoever that is. I'm on watch. Damn it, don't do that.
Oh, and here I thought everybody might be asleep. Don't worry, I'll be fine. And once the bucket hits the water, he'll pick up the spear that he was given and do a nice swan dive into the ocean.
Okay. Go and roll a swim check. And, sorry, Zill, we're almost done. Or, Esther, sorry.
It's a shame that we started so late.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You swim around just fine. Because you're able to stealth fairly well, no one notices as you kind of glide through the water. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, not the best.
Not the best, okay. Go ahead and roll me 1d100. Or, yeah, 1d100. Or percentile dice, whichever. $20? Okay, let me check my chart. Alright, you find edible fish. Go ahead and roll me a d20. $13? Alright, you managed to come across a school of mackerel. Go ahead and roll me 2d10.
2d10 or percentile?
2d10. Damn, okay. So after fishing and swimming around for about an hour after, herding the different fish as you swim around them, you managed to catch 13 mackerel. Go ahead and take a note of that on your character sheet, so that way the next session you can give that to Croup in the morning.
Also, there will make a point when he's coming back on board to slowly climb up the rope as he's coming out of the water.
Just to not show anything off. Alright. And with that, as you guys settle down for the night, as it's not quite cold, not quite hot, but enough that it's kind of rough not being able to sleep in your own bunk, we're going to close down to the first day of the Shackles campaign. Alright, everybody.
First day and already 3 mutiny attempts.
I don't think it was 3. I think it was just one extended one.
Extended.
It all started with a literal face full of shit.
Yeah.
It started with an asshole not understanding the joke about liking semen.
Yep.
He deserved it. He walked right into that fucking joke.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. And then Lydia, stream, or I guess, do you need to do for the stream?
I will hit